Skignard's corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, clips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises! It just had to be. Dack's corner and it goes. Glance towards goal! And Rovers have taken the lead! And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
Saturday, 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 Saturday. I am absolutely bricking it today, boys. So I'm just going to be blindly positive and pretend that none of what happens in the next 2.5 hours actually happens. I am absolutely petrified.
Do not give up your day job, Ryan Hildred.
I know. My God. I was just thinking, I can come in here and just be like, good afternoon, Rovers fans. But I thought, no, I'm just going to bowl it.
Time of the week again, Rovers fans. Here we
That's
are.
it. So we're going to do it differently. We're going to just try and support each other through what is probably going to happen over the next 2.5 hours. So forgive my shite singing at the start, but I just want this one over and done with and that international break on the horizon. So welcome, Joe. Welcome, Luke. How you doing?
Well, I thought I was having a really positive morning, but compared to you, I think maybe I need to go and see a therapist.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cause you any complex there, so my apologies. How are you doing, Luke? In the mountains?
Canadian mountains for me today. I've decided, like all great Instagram influencers, that I'll go on holiday and that'll make everyone else feel much better. Yeah, I've had a shocker of a morning, to be honest. I decided that I'm going to try and strip paint off 8x12 shed. Didn't go too well. Tried to do it within an hour, probably a 10-hour job. And now I've got a weird turquoise paint all over my popcorn scoops, so can't get it off. And here I am with you boys. Hello.
Hello. And good to see some new names in the comments box. So 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐒𝐄 with a brilliant Steve Keane picture, I must say. No, these aren't new. We've been doing watch-alongs since the QPR game away. Luke and I did that first one, and then Joe joined us after that point. So I think we're about 10, 12 games into these watch-alongs now, but they're certainly new this season and good to have you along. And if you are new to the channel and new to these watch-alongs, then great to have you along. We do have a blast on these things, even though it's been a horror run of form, which has coincided with the watch-along. we have only seen one win in 11 games on the watch-alongs, but I'm sure a lot of the regular viewers will tell you we've had some great fun along the way, and we're going to carry that on today, hence why I was an absolute idiot bandling in with the old Elton John at the start of this stream, because we're just going to forget that it's
you do look a bit like Elton John.
Yeah, it's getting a bit wavy now, isn't it? And my oldest lad, my sister, because he needs a haircut bad and he's got a ginger tinge to his hair. My sister says he looks like Elton John at Princess Diana's funeral because his hair's just gone so like long and Elton style now. So must run in the family. So yeah, Rovers fans, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please turn on all notifications with that bell icon, and please give this video a like and all of our videos a like as well. And we do have super chat available today, as we always do. We're always very, very grateful to the kind donations that we get from all of our Rovers chat viewers and supporters. You have really, really kept us going over these last few months, and yeah, we love doing it and we love pushing the content. And I will just give Joe a big shout out for the graphics today. I know it's been picked up in the comments. They're looking on point as usual, Joe. So yeah, we've got a new look today. So that's enough of my ramblings. We will just give you the two things that we always do. Our sponsors, Blue Rose Capital and 6yardsout.com. Thank you to those two for sponsoring us this season. And of course, I'll just give you the message now from 6 Yards Out.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
Thank you to 6yardsout.com. And Joe, I passed the test. Yeah. I got the overlay coming on after the video. It's working well so far.
I'm very proud of you, Ryan. A proud son, I am.
Wait till a couple of those beers have gone down, then it won't be happening and it'll all go to pot. But hey ho, I am just going to give a big shout out though to Dizzy. Dizzy joined on the other side earlier on. We did a Saturday on the other side today, so that was 11 a.m. UK time. So Dizzy stayed up for that, so it was 10 p.m. over in Tasmania for him. So he's had like what, 2-3 hours sleep for a game where we are expecting Rovers to lose. So Dizzy, you get maximum respect today, mate. Thank you for joining both of our shows. So yeah, let's start with the team news like we always do. Joe, I'm going to come to you first because this is getting a lot of talk in our comments, which I'll pick up in a moment, and also some talk on social media. We were chatting privately about, what's the formation going to be. So just let us know what your thoughts on the side are and where you think people are going to line up in this starting 11.
Yeah, so I think there's a chance that what we will actually see is Buckley as a false 9. We've seen him finish games there quite a few times now over the past 2 seasons. So might be Dolan through the middle, might be Buckley through the middle. But it's certainly difficult to decide what that lineup's going to be. Without Armstrong and without Gallagher in the side, you just don't know who's going to play as that central striker. I'm saying Buckley might play as a false 9. Maybe Holby will do it. We've seen him play there fairly often. I'm worried, though, that a lack of clear formation will lead to a lack of organisation today.
And a lack of clear formation and a lack of organisation today, my God, against a team that is, 9 wins in a row, a team that is just an absolute machine at the moment. Bloody hell, we're setting ourselves up for something there if there's no organisation and formation. So I just hope that somehow Rovers can keep it tight and somehow just put in a performance. But I'm like you, Joe, that side, the players on paper, Rothwell, Dolan.
Thank you.
Excuse you. Dolan, Rothwell, etc. They're all good performers. They're all good players for us, but they obviously have to be put into a system that works, doesn't it? Away at top of the table. Luke, what's your reaction to the side? I'll just pop it up again. Again, 11 names that are all solid enough performers, but are you a bit like Joe that you just don't know how they're going to line up? What's your thoughts?
I have no idea. To tell you the truth, I could sit here and try and second guess Mowbray, but yeah, I have no idea. The back four picks itself now, I think. Given the injuries and given that Rankin Costello seems to have made right back his own. But while them players in front could play absolutely anywhere, and we have no idea. I mean, for all we know, Buckley could sit in at right back and Rankin Costello could play up top. So let's just see what happens when the lineup comes out. But I mean, we've got the personnel there. We'd be quite happy to see Buckley, Dole and Brereton all on the same pitch. But let's just hope we get it right in terms of the formation and where they all play. Because I'd hate to see Dolan thrown out on the wing today when he's been playing so well. But then again, Dolan on the wing is still a great asset to Blackburn Rovers in starting 11. So I absolutely have no idea what's going to happen. But either way, I think we've got a fairly exciting front three in prospect, given pace, youth, and no fear. But we're up against a very, very good Norwich side. They're at the top of the league for a reason. So let's just see what happens.
Absolutely. And Rovers fans, if you've not obviously picked up the news, Adam Armstrong appears to have had a recurrence of the hamstring injury that he had previously. So international break now, obviously, hopefully he can nurse that back. And at least, hopefully, we get to see him before he might leave in the summer. I hope we're not going to have nonsense now between now and the end of the season where he's got little knocks, little niggles as he's just trying to protect himself before the summer. But I suspect that we're probably seeing a little bit of that now, which is a shame because I do want to see him. And obviously it's a side now with no Armstrong and no Dax. So, Rovers are certainly lining up like we're, if you swap Douglas for Pickering and if we could get Harwood Bellis back, you're probably looking at a side that's going to be fairly close, give or take, to what we might start seeing next season. I'm just going to go into the comments and just see how everyone's reacting to that. So Chris, what Jedi mind tricks is Tony playing today with the formation, going Buckley as a false 9. And then I'm just going to whiz right down because Paul, you're matching my sentiment. I hate the false nine formation. I think the first time it registered with me was when Bradley Dack took up that role, Leeds at home, the season before last. And I hated it then. I hated Bradley Dack in that position. And when we have operated it and we have seen it, I've not been a fan of it. As good as Dolan did at Millwall, for example.
There's only one game it's worked. There's only
Yeah.
one game, and that was Sheffield Wednesday away when Holtby did it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think for championship level, it's overcomplicating things. And I just think that the teams that get out of the division, look at Norwich themselves, they're playing a very standard formation with the way they play, that 4-2-3-1. And I just think you don't need to overcomplicate it. So yeah, Paul, I'm like you. I hate the false nine as well. I'll just keep going down. Ben Square, I think you're new to the watch-alongs, Ben. Apologies if you have commented before and I've not picked that up, but welcome along. You've made the same points on the Facebook page and got slated. So, obviously the side's not good. Matthew, I've got no idea what's going on with the team selection today. Very confused. Joe, you're going to have to answer the crowds here. Lee, first question, did Joe get his jammy Dodgers?
Well, I got jammy Dodgers during the last stream, but we haven't done another shop since. But I will just say that I haven't received any recoup of the funds from Dan.
That's
so, so don't blame me. But yeah, I'm sure we'll have some. We'll have some after the international break.
Kieran, Ryan Waggett, today's the day your old man pulls the trigger. Well, I think that regardless of what's going on at the club and who friends are at the club, etc., I think it would be very hard for Tony to defend a 1 win in 12 team. So I think there might be a little bit of pressure put on during this international break. We'll see if agents start talking to Venky's or the club or whatever and see what happens. But, if we do lose this game today, maybe not. But I think the consensus when we did the Mowbray show, probably about, 5 weeks ago to coincide with his anniversary, I think most of us thought he wouldn't be sacked this season. So we'll see. Adam Broom, good to have you along. New to the show. I'm positive no matter what negative messages are out there. Come on, Rovers. Yeah, Adam, look, we've done it all season on this show. There is a way that you can voice your opinion about Rovers at the moment. There is a way that we can all avoid it becoming toxic. And that is exactly how we do it here, Adam. So if you want the manager in, if you want the manager out, just do it in a respectful way, in the right way. So good to have you along with us, Adam. Really good. And then Duncan, always a great listen, Elton. There we go. So, Joe, I'm going to come to you. This on paper is the most difficult game of the season, isn't it? As I said, Norwich are 9 wins in a row. It's a matter of when, not if, they get promoted. They could top the 100 points total if they somehow get 6 wins from the last 9, starting with Rovers. And they've only lost 1 home game all season. So, forget Rovers' form. Even if we weren't 1 win in 11, this is a desperately tough game for us already, isn't it? But with the form that we're in, are you expecting anything other than a Norwich win today?
No. I'll just say as well, I don't know if it's been mentioned, but to Ollie, I really feel for you there. There's nothing worse. It's the worst pain in the world, the worst place to be in the world. So I don't think that Rovers are going to bring you much comfort today. So yeah, really feeling for you there. Yeah,
get well soon, Ollie. You're a good, loyal viewer of the show, so hopefully you can get that sorted.
Absolutely, but no, Ryan, I don't think. I think you could probably quite safely bet your mortgage on a Norwich win today and come away happy. So let's just try and enjoy what we can. Let's try and see some good development and some good performances for the younger players. Let's try some things and let's just hope nobody comes away with a long-term injury. And Armstrong's not playing. Maybe he's got a little bit of a niggle, but, not the end of the world for me because we're not going to win this game. And the last thing we need is him out until the end of the season because I actually think we're going to need him if we want to avoid, slipping down this table big time.
Yeah. And just sticking with the get well theme, Matt, you always make me laugh in the comments. Hopefully you're feeling all right as well. Tested positive for COVID today. Would absolutely love it if Rovers leave Carrow Road with some dignity. And I think, Matt, that's where I'm at. It's one of those games where it's like when we were in the Premier League, wasn't it? You just wanted us to go to the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Man U away and not get absolutely drubbed. You wanted us to just show an account of ourselves, put in a performance that you can be proud of. And that's kind of what we want today. You know, if we lose that game 2-1 today and we make a good show of ourselves and, you know, we don't absolutely capitulate, you can take that as a fan. If we go there and get absolutely battered and whatever, you know, that's not the performance that we want. So, yeah, it's echoes of the Premier League and probably does show us how far off from promotion we are at the moment. But, yeah, hopefully you're feeling better soon, Matt. Luke, what is the blueprint for getting anything today, if we can, from Carrow Road? How do we do it if we're going to?
Tight defensively, and essentially we've got to stop Pukki from scoring goals, because he scores goals at Premier League level, he scores goals at this level. I think if Pukki gets a chance, Pukki scores a goal, which has been the exact opposite of Rovers for most of at least the past 4 or 5 months. We haven't been able to find the net with chances. We've created chances in games. You know, more recently we haven't created those chances, but you know, in many a game we've had plenty of chances and not scored goals. But you know, Norwich don't have that problem whatsoever. Abundance of talent. I mean, you got Buendia as well, who's you know coveted by Arsenal and Premier League clubs. Plenty of talent in there. Managed to keep most of the side in coming down, and I think the biggest coup that they had were keeping the manager, and they look like they're going to bounce straight back up, like you said. In no doubt whatsoever. We've just got to keep it tight, and like you say, well, hopefully we might be able to nick something if we don't concede. It's my favourite saying: don't concede goals, don't lose games. And it is, football is as simple as that, unfortunately. But we haven't managed to do that so much recently.
I did on the other side this morning, and you know, at the end of the show, I asked Connor, I was like, "Where's the areas of weakness where we might hurt Norwich today?" And he listed 3 things, which it's just like, God, that's just not been Rovers this season. So 1, he said, be clinical with your chances, and we haven't. And recently, we haven't even been creating chances. 2, what you just said, Luke, you know, keep it tight defensively. We've been better doing that recently, to be fair, particularly with Harwood Bellis in the side, but you know, at times away to these sides in the top 6, you know, we've been quite loose, haven't we? And then the 3rd thing he said, which made me chuckle, it was use your substitutions wisely. It just really made me laugh.
That's like a sketch show or something.
I know. And Connor actually reminded us that, you know, and Alexander's picked it up here as well. You know, the last meeting, we were in that game. And I think a lot of fans actually regard that as the last good performance from Rovers, actually. But Connor actually reminded me, Tony changed the whole midfield in that game. And Connor can remember that's when Norwich started getting their foothold back. You know, after we equalised, he kind of let Norwich back into that game. So, Luke, you know, he's got to use these subs sensibly today, hasn't he? Gallagher on the bench. We've said at times this season, Gallagher's actually been really impactful from the bench this season. So just want to see simple subs, not just like the Tony Tombola that we've come to christen it. That's what we need, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just being sensible sometimes. I mean, as a football manager, you've got to be able to look at what's in front of you, look at what you've got on the bench, and look how you can influence the game. That is a football manager's job, plain and simple, on a match day. So by throwing X amount of players on and just trying to create something is, you know, it's not going to be effective against a Norwich side today. Unfortunately, it's got to be clever, and we've got to get that right. So fingers crossed we don't see, you know, a quadruple substitution again, because I mean, we, you know, in the past we've had 3 substitutions. That's been the old legal limit, and now all of a sudden 4 and 5 substitutions is allowed. We can make 4 changes at once. It all seems a bit bizarre to me. We won't be making 3 subs at once, so it's an interesting one. Is the old Tony Tombola.
It is. We're about 8 minutes from kickoff now, Rovers fans. We're seeing the obligatory shot of Norwich Cathedral, which I've already moaned at Joe and Luke for, because you always see it when you see Carrow Road. So I'm sick of seeing that bloody cathedral again. If you're new to the watch-alongs, how we do it is me, Luke and Joe, we will sync up our stream so we're watching the game together. We'll let you know what minute and second we're on as well. So if you want to join up with us, by the time it's streamed out over YouTube, you're probably going to be at the same time as us. You might just need to pause your stream so that we catch up with you. But yeah, absolutely join us and we can react to the game together, and we'll gladly have you along with us in that sense. And as we always say as well, please do share your setup with us. So I'll just show a little overlay. These are some of the examples that we've had from the last few weeks of people enjoying the game and enjoying the watch along as well. So show us your setup. You can tweet our Twitter handle, which is @RoversChat_, and let us know how you're enjoying the game as well. So yeah, just before the game starts, then, if everyone can just let us know your score prediction, let us know how you're feeling about this game. I'm personally not expecting anything, but I just want a bit of a performance from Rovers today. So I'll take something like a 2-1 or a 1-0 defeat. But let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what you think is going to happen. And please load in the comments now with your predictions. Joe, I think you're desperate to come in on something.
Well, I was just going to say, can I go first and get mine in so I can nip my pre-match wee?
For those of you new to the channel, this is very in keeping with Joe's track record of bladder control. You absolutely can do that, Joe.
I'm going to go 4-1 Norwich today. My most negative prediction ever on the live streams. I think we're going to get battered.
4-1. Norwich. I mean, I'm not surprised by that. You know, some people. Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
No, I said, see you. He's gone. That was good.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Someone in the comment, yeah, it's Ryan. Here it is. That Norwich side, lads. Wow, damage limitation today. And if I just bring the side up again, you know, let me get rid of that comment so we can see the side. Pukki, Cantwell, Dowell, Buendia. I mean, what a front four that is, or an attacking four. And then Skip and McLean as well, just, you know, pinning that midfield a bit. And then Grant Hanley getting loads of plaudits from Connor this morning. You know, he's having a great season for them, which personally I'm really happy to see Grant Hanley doing well for them, because it's always nice to see a Rovers player go and do well, you know, particularly someone who was like Hanley. So, you know, fair play to Hanley in that regard. So, Luke, you've got the brick wall now. Are you predicting? I don't know what that is. So let us know what your prediction is about going to be with those backgrounds.
It's a dog having a dump on a beach, that. Do you know what?
You are so weird, mate.
I'm being deadly serious here. Rovers never fail to confuse, baffle, and just throw me. And I honestly think that today could be a day that we just go and completely upset the odds and go and get a 2-1 win. I could see it happening.
That only works if you predict the loss. If you're predicting a win, they're going to throw you and lose. I'm going to go 2-1 on the basis that I you know, we think we're going to get beat, and I think we'll nick it. I usually back the Sky Bet price boost on a Saturday. Other betting companies are available, and we don't condone gambling. Gamble responsibly. But today I haven't done that because Norwich are in it, and I honestly think Rovers will go and throw that. So yeah, 2-1 for me. Guys, sorry, just to interrupt our score predictions. Have you seen this spinning screen?
No. What's
so you know how we have the big screen at Rovers? Well, the one at Norwich, as you'll see for yourself if you go back by a little bit, yeah, you can see it there. It's spinning round. It was that way. It was landscape a minute ago, and now
it kind of moves up.
Yeah,
that's random.
Fascinating.
Is that to do with the hotel rooms? Maybe. I bet it's.
I don't know.
I bet it's to not block the room at the hotel.
That was really weird. They're on the way out. So.
For those of you not watching, let us know, because we'll do a bit of match description as we usually do. Rovers are now out in their away kit. Tyrese Dolan's currently on the screen. Let us know if you're not watching, and we will describe the action for you as best we can. Luke's optimism regarding Rovers is jarring. Chris, how strong is Strongbow Dark Fruit? I'm going to go into the comments and see if there's Most people are predicting a loss. I'm personally feeling a Norwich 3-0 win today. I just think they're going to get the job done. I think we're not going to register much on their radar, and I think they will just get it done, sadly. Happy to be proved wrong, though. And Luke, you can have your name in lights if that 2-1 happens. I'm just going to see. Most people are predicting. I'll just run through them now. Most people... What's Jim said here? Still think we could ask for a 5-5 so we can get this Armstrong upgrade. Has there been one goal?
Yeah, sorry, we need 5 goals between this game and the Wycombe game, and I just can't see it.
Oh my days! I think these are most losses. 3-0, 3-1 is kind of the common one.
Probably the most negative.
Beckenbauer, first goal scorer, and first half decapitation. Oh, there's a typo in the graphic. Oh,
which one?
Was that the team news? Let us know, 𝐿𝐄𝐄𝐈𝐓, which one, whilst I just run through these.
Oh, well.
Oh, Jill's gone 1-1.
1v1.
I'm going and say 1v1. I presume you mean 1-1, Jill.
Maybe she's will go 1-on-1 with the keeper and then miss.
Matt says 5-1. So these are most of them. God, most of these are.
Oh my God, I've gone more negative than Alex Lomax. I'm quite surprised by that.
4-1, 3-1, 4-3. Oh, 3-0. Oh, Nyland on the bench. Oh, I'll have a look in a minute, 𝐿𝐄𝐄𝐈𝐓. 4-3. Oh, 4-3 Rovers, Cameron. That's another one. So
That's a 0-0.
Luke and Cameron, I think, are the only two predicting the wins. I think Alexander on the other side, Alexander Haven, I think you predicted a going with your heart Rovers win as well. So there's not many predicted a win. So we'll see. Let's just look at this graphic. Oh, yeah, Nyland.
Oh, yeah. Nyland. There you go.
Sack the graphics, man.
Yeah, sack him. It's not good enough.
So we're about to start.
Damien Johnson till the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's going to be... Oh, is that Keith Stroud? Please say it's not. Ugh.
It is.
Sake.
Oh.
So we're about to kick off, Rovers fans. Joe Rothwell is going to get this game underway. Keith Stroud is the referee.
Looks like Ben Brereton's on the right wing.
So we'll see how we go. The three of us, we will sync up when we get the first opportunity.
Taking the knee now. Yeah. I'll click my fingers when we get kick off, and you do yours.
I was slightly after you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luke, Teletubbies, talk us through that one.
Don't know. I just wanted to change the background, really. I'm playing about
on 15 seconds, Joe.
It could be that sort of day.
13, 14, 15.
Right, I'm going to just restart mine.
Right. We'll pause on a minute of Luke's choice in a moment. We will get synced up when Luke has sorted himself out, Rovers fans.
Hey,
yeah, it doesn't shock me to see that Buckley is going in as the false 9. If what people are saying is correct. Here he is on the ball, though. Chance early on. He's gone for it.
Oh! So chance for Rovers after 40 seconds there, for those of you not watching. So the ball did fall to Buckley. Let's have a look what happens here. Falls, and nice little jink inside. He's kind of right-hand side of the box, 19 yards out, and he's hit a very low shot, which is a comfortable save for
1 minute. So. 02, 03, 04.
Hang on, I'm typing the ticker.
Oh, boys, way behind. Gonna have to go again.
Oh, chance. We've won it back on the left with Dolan. He's 1-on-1 with Aarons. Rothwell's with him.
A watch along doesn't work when you're not watching, does it?
There we go. Got the ticker going now. So when this, right, here we go. Here's our chance to sync up. Sorry, Rovers fans, we will get our house in order in a moment.
But Luke's having a stinker here, boys. $140, no, is that way behind?
Pause on 1 minute.
48, 49, 50, 51.
Right.
Pause on 2 minutes.
Okay.
Pause on 2. You count us to 2 minutes, Luke.
57, 58, 59-2.
Right. So we're all on 2 minutes now, Rovers fans. All of you not watching, we've just synced up for 2 minutes. So we're now on 2 minutes, 9, 10, 11.
Terrible hold.
So there we are. Rover the dog had a stinker, Luke.
It is Buckley up front. He is the false 9.
Called it. Joseph's called it.
And to be fair to Chris as well, who also thought it might go that way in the comments. Hello, Lautaro. I don't know how you say that.
It's usually Ryan, that. Back on, boys. So, here we go.
Here we go. I'm just looking in the comments. Jill, very high press. Dizzy, I'm not watching anything.
Why don't we do a little sweepstake on how long it'll take Joe to get super angry?
Shall we?
Well, I'm getting super angry at 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐒𝐄𝐈𝐄, who's just chatting absolute box. But unfortunately, we can't block him because he's on Periscope.
Oh, he's got Steve Keane face as well, which is funny. Just calm it down, 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐒𝐿. Don't ruin it for everyone.
Find out who you are. Got ya. 3 followers, crikey.
What are you doing? Blocking him?
Trying to.
No, stop getting angry, 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐒𝐿.
What?
Sorry, Rovers fans, we're just laughing at 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐶𝐈𝐄 there. So we are 4 minutes into the game now, so nothing has happened since that little early Buckley chance, and the ball's just gone out of play now for a throw-in. So we're 4.5 minutes into the game nearly.
Good tie. He's taking on Max Aarons. Not many wingers who give that a go this year. Another
Buckley from range. Oh, it's another shot on target from John Buckley. So he's about 30 yards out, and it's gone low and comfortable for Tim Krul. I need to get my beer out. What have I got here? Oh, it's a little selection. We'll go Tiger today.
Tiger.
That's
a beer on the old blade. Another Heineken beer, that. We'll have a very happy Rick Trowbridge in the comments.
Oh, dear. Norwich have broken the line here. 5 on 4 here. No midfield to be seen. This could be dangerous.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Campwell. Oh, is it the post?
Oh. So as Joe said there, for those of you not watching, it was a break from Norwich, and Buendia is just allowed to run at the heart of the Rovers' defence, really. No challenge. He exchanges a pass with Cantwell, and Cantwell's shot is blocked, deflected onto the post. It's blocked by Lenihan. It's a good block from Lenihan, to be fair, and it ricochets onto the other post. So let off for Rovers, and it is now a corner, which is swung in and cleared away.
Not the best clearance from Barry Douglas there. Norwich will probably get another bite of the cherry here. Through to Cantwell on the right side. Acres of space. Oof.
Can I change my silly pre-match comment, please?
You've done it now, mate. What happened to 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐶𝐈𝐄 then, Joe?
Well, he's been blocked on Twitter, which might block on Periscope, so we'll see. I will see. I would say it shouldn't be 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐶𝐈𝐄, it's why be like that.
Oh, Joe. Does that count? So Chris had, what did Chris have? Chris had 7 minutes 43 for Joe's rage to begin.
It's not rage. I'm just taking the responsibility to to put the foot down. We've got a line, and when people cross that line,
Harry, Luke, go on, say it again, Luke. Say
go
what
on, Luke.
I think when Rovers are expected to get battered, they always surprise and always shock me. in games that we've been expected to win, that's when we've been excessively poor. So I wouldn't be surprised today if we go out and nick a win and shock the whole league and whole of English football.
Referee stood in the way there, but it's all right. Rankin Costello's got it on the right side. Foul ref, we've got it. Chance to put the ball in.
Definitely. Your mate's back, Joe.
Oh, great.
The sheer anger. It's like me and Ryan are just two kids here.
Well, just stop telling us that Pookie scored when he's not. It's just not true, is it? And I can't help myself but look because I want to see what people are saying.
So it's a Rovers free kick now. For those of you not watching, we're 7 minutes 42 into the game, and it's a chance for Rothwell to put it in slightly wide, about 45 yards out.
Barry Douglas's delivery in the last game was really poor for me from set pieces, so it doesn't shock me that Rothwell's over this.
Here we go. High line from Norwich. They're outside of their 18 yards, so Rothwell's got to... Wasn't a bad ball in. What are we going to... They're appealing for a corner. Yeah, the Rovers have got a corner here, so it must have taken a nick off someone. Looked like a good ball in from Rothwell. Let's just have a look what happens. Yeah, was it Gibson or Skip? Couldn't quite see.
Couldn't tell. Maybe I've been too mean.
Oh, Harry thinks 1-0 Norwich. That's what that means.
Maybe I've been a bit harsh. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll stop being harsh.
There we go. Rothwell's got...
Oh, shades of Forest away. 2018-19 there.
So, for once, a short corner looking dangerous for Rovers. So Rothwell gets the ball and drives to the corner of the box. And as Joe says, think that position where he was at the City ground where he scored that cracker of a goal. He's in that position again and goes for that same type of shot, but it's gone high and wide over. Rovers have had 3 shots at goal, 2 on target from Buckley and that one there from Rothwell. So
I would say that our high press is working quite effectively so far. Great tackle there, Corey Evans.
MW Outlaw 267. We are on 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh, come on, ref. That's a foul.
Just coming up to 9 minutes 30.
Oh.
A lesson for Harry Walsh there. Do not mess with Joe Harvey.
Not when he's already been wound up by Wycombe.
Referee, yes.
Penrith!
Has he given a pen? Keith Stroud, has he given a pen? This could be a Rovers pen. I swear he was pointing.
No, they give a goal kick.
Oh, goal kick.
Because somehow,
we'd had a pen then.
Either he's got the ball and it's a corner, or he's not got the ball and it's a free kick or a penalty. How can it just be a goal kick?
I told you about...
Well, it's a free kick, I think, that.
I told you about Keith Stroud. I told you about him.
Or book him for diving, if that's what it is. It can't be none. It has to be one of them. It can't be a goal kick. It doesn't make sense.
It's once again that, isn't it? Penrith!
So another... I'll just describe that once we've got this out the way. We've got a throw in deep now. Brio, no, going to get it clear. So Rankin Costello had intercepted the ball just beyond the halfway line area, really, for Rovers. And he started to drive forward. And it looked like he'd knocked the ball past Yanulis, the left back, and he came across. And he definitely took Rankin Costello out right on the edge of the box. That's why we thought it might have been a pen.
Even if it is a dive, though, either you book him for the dive or you give the free kick. You can't give a goal kick. It's one or the other.
So they're showing it again.
It's a free kick for me.
It's absolutely a free kick. He is nowhere near the ball, and Keith Stroud has absolutely bottled that decision. And Rovers have got another corner now. Yanulis has hit the ball out there.
Rick's saying that. I mean, it probably is a bit of a dive, but book him for diving then. It can't be a goal kick. That doesn't make any sense. It's either a free kick or a goal. Free kick or a dive.
You're running at that pace. Someone dives in like that, nowhere near the ball. It's a free kick. Simple as that. They don't even have to be contact as such. I mean, it's not a blatant dive.
Go on, get it in.
The corner has come out for Holtby, who's got the shaven head. I've just noticed.
Yes!
Great ball in.
Howard Bellis.
I wonder if we'll get numbers named tonight and Brio will score.
Go on.
Holtby's nicked the ball back. So
yeah!
Great ball in. Rankin Costello.
Unlucky. Just behind, I think. Unlucky.
So Holtby again did really well to nick the ball back on the edge of the box, drives it down the left-hand side, crosses it in, and Ranky Costello should do way better with a header. And as Luke said, it was a 50p head moment, and the head goes into the air. So another chance for Rovers there.
No.
Sugar.
Oh, honey, honey.
And a little warning there for Rovers. This is end-to-end Rovers fans. So Pookie had gone down into that right channel area that he loves and pulls it back for Buendia on the edge of the box. So the ball bounces up for him and he kind of gets it on the half volley straight into the arms of Kaminski. So this is end-to-end.
Were you buzzing with the Kaminski Belgium call-up yet again in the Belgian squad? Very impressive.
Yeah, I love it. Of course I do. I love me man, Tommy K.
Oh, that's a ball. Chance for Pookie. Oh, well played, Howard Bellis.
Well done. God,
Norwich
we can't keep up.
Here. Campwell. Oh, we'll be fine. He's always
This is
there.
one of the more exciting
watch-alongs
we've had. We haven't yet had to go to what's your favourite cathedral?
Well, it's Lincoln for me, obviously.
All right, steady on. It's a good game. Hold it back.
What's yours?
Oh, we've had an angry react now.
I don't know.
Matthew Raj is not happy with us.
Oh, Matthew.
Be interesting to see that battle today between Dolan and Aarons. I understand why they've played Dolan left to try and give him a tough time.
Yeah.
He is a very good player.
So here we go. Oh, God. That was going to deflect in.
You just let that go through, don't you? Bloody Nora.
It did sound like constipation, to be fair.
So it was McLean who had a shot from quite far out, but it got two deflections and looked like it was going to cause Kaminski some trouble, but it didn't. But it just did look like that for a split second, which is why we reacted like that. And now Norwich are just building out from the back.
.5 miles away from Norwich Cathedral. It can't be that good. There's a Matalan in front of it.
So when we were talking before the game about Rovers, you know, this is what we want to see. We're having a go. We're looking like we're in the game, so you can take that as a fan. Obviously, we'll see how the game pans out at the end, but you know,
come on, Barry. That wasn't great.
Come on, Barry.
Good tackle.
Well
That was
done.
lovely. Nice jump up.
Oh, that was a chance because Max Aarons, as I think he likes to be known now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Bad, innit? Max Aarons had driven forward, so Dolan was in the space that Aarons was in, and we just tried to play Dolan, but it went out of play. That would have been a chance for Dolan to break down that wing had that pass come off.
Can we not make a Rovers chat decision to just call him Aarons? Because that's literally been his name for...
We'll call him Aarons.
I can't... Aarons is just ridiculous.
Was Max Aarons wear any 6 yards out apparel?
I asked Connor on the other side this morning if it was apparel or apparel, and he said apparel. I was gutted.
Yeah, I agree.
Apparel.
Again, we look good going forward, but the midfield is non-existent.
Probably.
I think Pookie was going to be off there, but really nice from Howard Bellis.
We are going to get hurt there, you know. Just that again, that space in front of our defence. They're going to be slipping balls through to Pookie, so we've got to be careful with that.
Their midfield three stay in a very close triangle with each other, whereas we're quite expansive. We're quite spread out, trying to spread the play. So when they do break through the middle like that, we are pretty much just down to our back four.
Speaking of spreading, Lenihan's at it again.
All right. Yeah. I did not know where you were going to go with that.
The boy could work in the back of a cafe, couldn't he? Making bacon tea cakes. He's spreading is fabulous. It's been at it.
John Buckley is the midfielder pushing forward, does he? He's playing the false nine, and there's three in behind him. Ball!
Oh!
Yes.
Again, though, we're reducing them to kind of hopeful long balls down the field most of the time, which is good. We've just got to keep them penned in, really.
We're playing well.
Yeah, I think we are as well. I think they're definitely, well, if we think about the season as a whole, teams have allowed us possession of the football, haven't they? And Norwich have certainly got the ability to break on us, which we've got.
Great ball. Oh.
So I think we are going to have to watch that. I think Norwich might be happy with just, they're definitely going to be relying on a break. We've seen Buendia come forward already. Just got to be careful. So here's a chance again. So it was the Rankin Costello ball that was played in. It was a great ball right along that 6-yard line, and Dolan's ready for the tap-in. But Grant Hanley did well to spot the danger and get that clear.
Nice, Corey Evans. Oh, Holtby was in there if someone had managed to find him. Someone has.
Oh, yes!
Oh! I tell you what, that's a lovely ball. That was who played that ball there?
So much noise.
Buckley, was it?
Oh, John Buckley.
Yeah, John Buckley. Lovely little ball from out wide on the right into the right channel of the box, and Holtby's nearly on the end of it, and it was just shielded out. This is end-to-end stuff, really, this game.
What do we think of Holtby's new haircut?
Well, I did him a disservice earlier because I said he'd shaved his head, and he hasn't. He's definitely styled it. It's not for me.
He looks like an Ash Gem. Going with the theme of biscuits again. Sorry.
Ref, that's a free kick.
Oh, Alex, is it called tea cake in Lincoln? No, they're called like bacon baps or sometimes bacon rolls.
Baps have got a very, very different meaning up north.
Oh, no, baps mean baps to me as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, right. A tea cake is like it's got like, what they're called?
Currants.
It's got like currants, raisins.
Oh, Luke was saying that a bacon. You said a bacon tea cake, didn't you, Luke?
Yeah, that's a currant tea cake. A tea cake is a tea cake, and then a currant tea cake is a tea cake with currants in it.
No,
yeah,
no.
It's as simple as that.
A bacon tea cake. It's a bacon balm or a bacon bap or a bacon sandwich.
No, a bacon butt or a tea cake with bacon on.
A tea cake is no. Anyway,
so a tea cake to me is what Joe is describing it as, like a currant tea cake bun.
Yeah, but they just called it a currant tea cake. A tea cake is a tea cake without the currants in. Simple as that.
What if you want a future tea cake?
What? I missed it.
I said, what if you want a future tea cake?
No, it's gone on my head again, I'm afraid.
Current tea cake.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh.
Your bloody balm cake.
Oh, good tackle, Ben Brereton.
Yeah, well done. So for those of you not watching, the fact that we'd slipped onto tea cake chat tells you not much was happening in that little passage of play, but Norwich did start to break there through your new list.
Hot cross buns and bacon. Oh.
Brio tracked him back and won the ball back. And good work there from Brio. And Rovers are just going to build from the back now. I think Linehan's was winding it off. He was winding up for a pass, went in for Buckley, who skied it into the air. We've got it back now.
We've got a few shades.
Would you put bacon on hot cross bun?
No, absolutely not. I don't like hot cross buns. I like tea cake.
Do you not? I love a hot cross bun. Ball? Oh.
Getting into the time of hot cross buns and all.
I know. We had our first ones on the Tesco order this week. Love them.
Were Jammy Dodgers on that order?
I don't know. They might have already been in. I can't remember.
Yeah, bacon sarnie is sometimes what it's called as well. Bacon sarnie. I'll have that one, RJ. Oh, where is it? There we go. Me and Luke have a different. I thought you both said it's bread, didn't you? You and Alex, tea cake.
No, Alex is saying it's just bread, but
bread's bread.
Yeah.
So I think Alex is saying a tea cake is just like. Alex is saying a tea cake is what I would refer to as a bap or a roll or whatever, but you're saying it's got a dual meaning, Luke, of that and something with currants in.
A double head injury here.
No, so you've got basically a tea cake is what you would refer to as a bap. A currant tea cake is what you would refer to as a tea cake. But up north, we're clearly more descriptive, and we say that a tea cake is a tea cake without the currants in, and a currant tea cake is a currant tea cake because it have currants in. It's all very descriptive.
So there you go, Alex. With that, do you agree with that? There we go.
Why are they both called tea cakes? I don't get that. I don't understand. A tea cake is a tea cake. Why have you got two different tea cakes? It doesn't make sense.
Tea cake and current tea cake, simple as that.
Rankin Costello, was it Giannoulis who, as Joe says, it was a clash in the air between Rankin Costello. I think it was Giannoulis. Giannoulis is still down. Rankin Costello looked in a bit of pain, but he's up now.
Yeah, I thought it was a clash of heads, but actually it kind of more looked like it was Rankin Costello's arm that hit the opposition player. And then Joe kind of, not feigned, I don't want to accuse him of faking it, but probably just tried to make it seem like more of a clash so it wasn't going to cause him a yellow or anything like that. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, the Sai raises there, though. How has Lewis Holtby managed that haircut? That's my question.
That is very true.
That might be why he looks like an nice gem. His other half might have done it.
Oof.
You can't beat it. What would you call that? That's a question. Would you call it an iced bun?
For Giannoulis there.
What, Joe?
Would you call like a bun with icing on top an iced bun? Or would you call that something different?
No, iced bun, yeah.
Iced bun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least we can all agree on iced buns.
Yeah. Let us know what you think, Rovers fans, those of you watching the game. 23 minutes in now, and we've looked okay, but I still think Norwich are just allowing us to play this way, if I'm being honest. I think they're definitely going to just allow us to have the ball and use that blueprint that other sides have done this season.
Oh, who's going to break it to Marietto that Armstrong's not playing? Oh, it's for the card. My bad.
Doesn't matter, yeah, he doesn't have to play. That's what's stupid about it, really. That's it. Good press, forcing them back. Love to see that. Right back with the goalkeeper now. Brilliant. An iced tea cake. How many tea cakes are there in the world? A tea cake is a tea cake.
A tea cake.
Getting silly. Oh, that's a lovely ball forward.
Great ball out wide to Giannoulis here. Giannoulis is going to cross the ball.
No.
Great tackle, Corey Evans.
Get rid.
Sure, it's free kick now. Oh.
Did well there, Rovers.
Go on, he's in here.
Go on.
Drive it. Oh.
Unlucky.
Those of you not watching, the ball had gone out to Giannoulis on the left-hand side, up from left back, put a great ball across the 6-yard line. It went to the back post. They managed to retrieve the play. Buendia was coming in. Good block from Rovers. Looked like Corey Evans had been fouled, but Holtby did manage to retrieve the ball, played it out wide to Ben Brio, and he started driving down the right-hand side. Probably made 40, 50 yards down the pitch and just tried getting in behind, and Dolan nearly got on the end of the ball as well, but it ran through for Tim Krul. So, good drive from Brio there. It was good.
No tyre marks either.
I like that. I got that, Joe.
Was it the drive?
Yeah.
He was driving down the wing. Crikey.
That's why Julian's corrected you.
I was just looking at why conservative and just testing your reaction. That's why it didn't register.
I think what he means is he thinks it's going to be 1-0 because they were in on goal. But when you put 1-0 like that, we just assume they've scored because you're ahead of us and it's annoying. So that's all. That's why it was interpreted that way. But I think what he's saying is, oh no, it's going to be 1-0 here like I did.
Okay.
Classic.
Seems like you're off the hook, why conservative? You've done something that no one has ever done before.
Not doing it, but I understand the point now. I get it now.
Why conservative? The first man not to be banned.
Only because he can.
Shut up. What is Periscope? It's basically Twitter use it for live streaming. It's an app. It's quite old these days. Nobody uses Periscope as Periscope. It's just what Twitter uses for its live streaming.
Pookie cleared away. Oh, Dizzy, here we go. I'm in Tasmania. We have plain tea cakes and cinnamon top tea cakes and a raisin cake.
Now you're raisin.
So why is the raisin one not called a tea cake? That's what I don't get. That's interesting.
Because in Tasmania, they're raising the boy. Marietto, get off.
Oh, Marietto, Cobra. Time out.
Rufo Gasper. That's a great.
Brufo.
Rufo.
Oh, Brufo Gasper. Oh dear, he's down again.
Yanulis,
Wow.
he could be over.
Who is it? Number 30.
Yanulis.
He's having an absolute shocker to refer to him anyway.
Hang on. Yanulis. Is that the one that begins with a G there?
Yeah.
Ah. Fair enough.
Gibson.
Yeah. It's Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson. And Aarons or something?
Max Aarons. I
That's
know.
a
It's
fabulous
silly.
name. Maria Passionasarcio.
So what did you? So this is where he goes down. I mean, to be fair, Rankin Costello has clocked him one in that aerial challenge.
Jesus Christ. If there was ever a time for the block button.
Don't worry, Joe.
I'm
There's not
actually
gonna go-
shocked by
Just
that.
let him stay. Let him stay.
That is disgusting. What? Why are you here?
He's so angry.
What about our streams has welcomed that? I'm not going to say it out loud because that is disgusting. But what? Honestly. That is
Oh, that.
terrible.
No, I've seen that.
Yeah. That thing was bad, Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, that was bad.
really bad. Bloody hell, I'll spend more time doing this than watching the game now.
So Norwich are going to make the change. Yanulis is going to go off. Number 19, can't see who it is. Sorensen it is. Sorensen's coming on for Yanulis here. Yanulis has got some form of leg injury, I think. Can't quite work out. Is it his thigh, maybe? But yeah, Sorensen will be coming on for Yanulis, and we're 29 minutes into this game now.
Joe Rankin completely ignores him as he forces him off the field with two big hits like a rugby prop. Love it. Job done there for Joe Rankin Costello.
I'm just absolutely loving this graveyard of blocks that you've left behind. I'm just
Listen, I can't abide think, it's absolutely ridiculous. And obviously, I mean, we all saw what happened with the Slavia Prague stuff and the Rangers, and it is. I know we have problems in this country, and obviously it's something that's very well talked about at the minute, and the players are still taking the knee and stuff. But some of the comments that you see from some of these European accounts are just ridiculous.
Did we block Cy Slater by accident?
Have we? I don't know. Sorry, if we have. It's only a 5 minute.
He's blocked, mate.
If that has happened, I do apologise, Si. Do take our apologies.
RJ, I'm not going to say what it was, but it begins with a K, is what was in the comments.
Yeah, well, and ends with one as well.
And it's a 3-letter word.
Yeah.
And it's not kick spelt wrong.
Yeah, we need justice for Si.
Sorry, Si.
We'll have to someone message him in the Discord. He's on the Discord server. Just tell him that
he's only gone for 5 minutes. It's all right. He'll come back and then we can apologise.
It's a long time, so I've been told.
He was caught in the crossfire of of block.
That's what happens.
Of the Europa League.
Oh, that's not a great clearance.
Oh, good clearance. Buendia now.
Oh, good block, Harwood Bellis. He's had a great game.
Pookie loves that run into that right channel, doesn't he? And Buendia's found him in there again, and he's going to try and arrow a shot across the goal, but it gets blocked, and here come Norwich again now. It's Aaron driving into
You are
the box.
safe because you're on Periscope, but you're never really safe. Is he still walking off? What? How's he managed that?
Alex, am I safe from the block? We'll never block you, Alex.
You just never know. You've got to be careful. Oh, we've got a Discord message. Funny comment from Si. Very cruel, spelt as Tim Cruel, to block
It's not spelt wrong.
So there is a free kick for Norwich here. For those of you not watching, they're right on the corner of the box. Buendia's going to be able to cross this in. They've got the box loaded with players. Hanley's up there.
Completely unmarked to the back post. Look at him.
He is, yeah.
What are we doing?
Oh, it's going to be the left foot, though.
Oh,
and it was flicked on. Was that Kenny McLean? Yeah, it was Kenny McLean. It didn't really get past McLean, who was the first man, and he's tried to just flick it on, but it's gone way over.
Si will be back, everybody.
He'll be back later. Just a little bit later.
I'd like to think we've got a good relationship with Man City and other clubs in the Northwest now, but I do just wonder. I saw it in, I think Alan Nixon ran the story that Brentford are sniffing round and maybe other Premier League clubs are sniffing as well. So if we can get him, that would be great. I'm sure we're going to try, but I do just wonder if other clubs will be going in for him.
I agree, RGW. I think we have.
The press is nice and high. It's good to see. I think they'll probably have to change things second half. I think they'll come back out and have to rethink it because I think we have, for the most part, nullified what they're trying to do.
I think Tony Mowbray's just proving that all great men wear a gilet.
Go on.
Here comes Rafa driving out wide for Rankin Costello. This is good. Can he get the ball in?
Oh, there's just nobody there.
We've got it. Kept it in.
Yes.
Barry.
Bazaar.
To Rothwell.
Alive.
What's Corey going to do? That's a good ball as well.
To JRC. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Great. Dinks it in.
Right to our aerial.
Oh, Corey Evans. The ball was crossed in. And it came to Corey Evans on the edge of the box.
And the Northern Ireland legend strikes it.
On the half volley, but it's gone straight down the throat of Tim Krul. That would have been a story if Corey Evans bangs in a half volley from 20 yards.
That's like his debut against Bolton.
Ryan, can you read out that message from Pauka? I just want to see you try and pronounce it.
Well, it'll be Pavka, wouldn't it?
Oh,
W&V. I think that's right, Pavka. Is that how I say your name? Pavka.
All right.
That's never handball. It's
and now read the message out, Ryan. You know.
Hello from Poland, Slask Roclaw.
Interesting. Debatable.
Your man's back.
I need some soothing music while I do this.
Kuali blocked. Does that mean Slater's coming back?
Slater should be here soon. Well, he might be back now, but he's not said anything yet. So.
Come on, Slater.
I'd say it's been 5 minutes.
It was all Joe. Me and Luke will put Joe under the bus. He did it. Nothing to do with us.
Classic.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it not Rocklaw? I don't know.
Rocklaw. Yeah, it could be Rocklaw. Yeah, it probably is.
Rocklaw. You sound like you're cleaning your teeth, mate.
But then it's messing with me because the W on the end, would that be pronounced as a V?
Rockcliffe. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that was nice, Joe.
Oh dear. 3 on 3, 4 on 3.
Oh,
chance.
Real chance. Dowell into the box. Going to pull it back for Buendia.
What a save from
Holy
moly.
Belgium's number one. Belgium's number one.
Oh,
Jesus,
wow.
That's a save.
So Kieran Dowell had driven into the box, pulls it back for Buendia about 12 yards out.
Have we faced the shot against Norwich this season that hasn't deflected?
I know. Deflection off Lenihan and Kaminsky tips it onto the crossbar. Great save from Kaminsky there. And here's the corner.
Hello,
sorry.
Joe, would you like to now apologise to Simon?
Well, he could hear us. He's only blocked from commenting. He heard.
I know. Well, now he can comment and comment back. I think you owe him, a rightful apology.
Nah, I think the person. I think I've done all my apologies. Oh, God,
it was all Joe, Simon.
Well, he says my apology now and make a bigger deal out of it than it is. He understands, I'm sure.
Just tell me your minute and second count, you guys.
36, 46, 47, 48.
Awesome. Still in sync.
I'm with Joseph.
Oh, that's not great from Joe Rankin.
So coming up to half-time now, we're 37 minutes in, and yeah, Rovers are holding their own. I'm still really fearful of that counter-attack, though. It is bothering me.
We're starting to play around stupidly at the back where we
don't let it bother you, Ryan. Don't let
I think it's the Norwich game plan. I really do think it's the game plan for Norwich today.
It's full on fell out with you, Joe.
Are they?
Yeah, I didn't even buy the Jammy Dodgers with that money, Si.
Well, I didn't get it. That's not my fault.
Ryan, get off the wind-up, man.
I know, be careful.
I might get blocked.
Goal and this could erupt.
Joe's going to come out of his square and you're going to find him in Ryan's garage soon, just like a noose.
Just reach my hand. Oh, wait, that way. Reach my hand across. Oh, great tackle, John Buckley. Right, come on.
Spread.
Come on, Ty.
Here we go. So Dolan got a chance now on that left wing to
lovely.
Take on Hanley and Cantwell.
Oh,
I swear he got a Megs on Hanley there, but it's gone out for a goal kick.
Really good defending that.
Wednesday winning at Oakwell. Oh,
bloody hell! Not many teams can beat. Well, I'm sure they won't beat them. I'm sure Barnsley will win it in the end.
On Thursday, winning at the Den.
Shut up. Took me a second. Shut up.
Thing is, he does it all the time now. It's like just not registering with me anymore.
It's just like Luke's talking again. Switch off.
Oh, gosh. Oh, lovely Barry Douglas.
Let us know what you think, Rovers fans, as we're coming up to half-time. You know, how you feeling about the performance, those of you watching?
Chance this. Big chance. Unlucky. That is lovely play from Rothwell and Douglas to spread it that way, though.
Really good. Really good play. The ball went out to Rankin Costello, who he was in acres out on that right side. He's got the opportunity to take his time to cross the ball in. He does. It was a dangerous ball, but cut out.
He scored. Jordan Rhodes. Love that for him.
So Jordan Rhodes then, out of contract in the summer, and he's, well, I'm just going to pose the question. He will be on a free, and he definitely won't be commanding a wage of 40, 30k a week.
He'll want 20 though, I bet.
I don't think he can command it. How can he justify that with his recent form?
I don't know. I just don't. We'd have to be completely changing system. Although maybe we will be changing system under a new manager. But with the way we play now, absolutely not. If the plan is to change things, then maybe. But probably not for me. What about you guys?
I'm being realistic about what we're going to do in the summer. I can't see us splashing a lot of cash. Someone asked a question earlier about how much would you sell Armstrong for. We've got to factor in that 40% on the profit that Newcastle get. So even if we sell him for 15 million, we only get in the bank 8 million. And actually that 8 million is probably going to be in installments as well. So we're not going to be...
Barry!
I thought they were going to wind up for that. Rocket!
That would have been awesome. So a long cross, for those of you not watching, long cross played in, and Douglas looked like he was just going to bang in a volley on the left corner of the box, and he didn't. But yeah, so Joe, I'm just being realistic about what.
No, but it just doesn't suit the system, does he? I'd rather us bring in a more dynamic striker that's unheard of or cheap anyway. Than Rhodes really wouldn't suit the way we play. But like I said, if we've got a new manager and we're playing differently. Lovely play there again.
What about with just after this then? So Barry Douglas is driving forward, and to be fair to Buendia, that's brilliant defending.
Rothwell.
I think we need that option though. We need that option to change.
So if we've got Rankin Costello and Harry Pickering putting more crosses into the box next season, would Rhodes not suit that style?
Not for me, not personally. He'd be too isolated as a striker on his own. He's only ever worked with a partner. Never scored a lot of goals up front on his own. And there's not many managers that play 2 up front anymore. So it depends who comes in, but I can't see it happening because I can't see us playing 2 up front.
For what it's worth, you know, he's not one that I'd want to be actively pursuing. But if we get through the summer and we're really struggling to get a striker over the line and we ended up with him, then I'm not going to be angry about it because I'm going to be realistic about what we can reasonably afford. 8 million's not going to go very far if you think we might need a centre-back and whatever.
Go on, Ty. Do it.
Get Shearer back.
Yeah, go on. Drive him.
Ref, come on. What?
Oh, Keith Stroud.
Jesus Christ.
Stroud.
That's just like, I'm going to not give this decision purposefully because I want to make it about me.
Gee whiz. So those of you not watching, Dolan looked like he just had the chance to kind of take a couple of men on and then break, and he did. He knocked it past 2 of them. Looked like he was fouled, and Keith Stroud gave nothing. So...
Again, I don't get the decision. Either he's been fouled or it's a dive. It can't be neither because the ball certainly wasn't won. At least he's consistently crap.
The referee's just slowly starting to get at Joe today. It's a lot less progressive than it was last week.
Penrith!
Strong
Do you know Howard Bellis again? I don't know. Go on, Ben.
Professionalism from the postage stamp again.
I think they've looked, Chris, I think they've been a great partnership. As much as the results haven't been good for us, actually, you know, it was only 1-0 against Brentford the other night, and it was 0-0 against Bristol City.
Chance to get the ball in here.
Yeah. So I think they've looked a really good partnership, definitely. But yeah, as Joe says, Brio's been fouled right on the edge of the box, down the right wing.
I'd play Rhodes and Gallagher up front together in a 4-4-2 if you can swing crosses in, but we've not got Conway and Marshall anymore. Yes, Pickering and Rankin Costello might put balls in, but do we have wingers that cross? I mean, Dolan's not like that, really. Who else is there? Chapman, but he's probably not going to be here. Rothwell's not that. We don't really have the players to suit it.
Could you imagine
Marshall
back now? Marshall probably moves like a horse and cart now.
Barry Douglas.
What are we doing?
The box. He's teed it up for Holtby. Oh, Holtby was about 30 yards out.
That's not the best ball in.
Oh.
So that was a apparently an advantage for a free kick on the goalkeeper.
Weird. So the free kick there that we had, for those of you not watching, it was played back to Holtby, who was about 30 yards out, and the shot was blocked, and it came to Buckley on the edge of the box after the shot was blocked, and he tried to just loop it into the box, but it went far too high and far too close to the keeper. And Rankin Costello did challenge Tim Krul, but you know, didn't do enough there. And we are on the 45-minute mark now. We'll see how much is added on. It's 3 minutes. That's for the Yanulis injury, I'm guessing.
Yanulis with a G.
Let us know your thoughts, Rovers fans, how you think we're doing, and we'll pick those comments off at halftime.
Lovely tackle. That's a great challenge.
What?
So those of you not watching, Norwich were playing around a little bit at the back, and Corey Evans presses really high. Let's look at this. Gibson into McLean.
He's won the ball.
Wins the ball, Corey Evans, right on the edge of the 18-yard line. There we go. Wins the ball. It's a great
terrible decision.
I think Norwich were going to get the ball first anyway after Corey Evans had won that ball, but it was never a free kick. It was a great tackle from Evans.
Ref. Oh my God.
I did say as soon as
every single week.
I said as soon as I saw Keith Stroud, he's just got form with this, mate.
No, but we never have a week where we say, God, we got so many decisions there. That was never a penalty for us, but oh well. Every week we get mugged off.
Oh, Holtby's won the ball back. Come on.
What the?
Oh no, Holtby, man, got to be better.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Holtby did so well to win the ball back in midway through the Norwich half there, and we're breaking. We've got a chance to play the ball through, and he tries a little round-the-world pirouette and didn't find the pass. It was stupid. Freaking stupid.
It's so frustrating. Every single week we're up against it.
Luke Kimberley in the comments. Joe needs half-time here.
Oh, well played, Howard Bellis. He's been brilliant again today. Tried to give him some praise last game while he was just consistent, but he's been really good today.
I think the back four have been decent today. Probably Douglas may be the weakest link, but he's not.
Do you reckon? I thought Douglas had been all right, personally.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
How is Holtby not fouled there? What?
That's exactly the sentiment to the back four, that he's probably been the weakest.
Yeah, he's going to give that. Yeah, this is...
It's infuriating. It's like the Sky Sports pick their teams at the beginning of the season. Norwich, Brentford, Watford, Swansea, the ones that they think they want up and that play attractive football. And they praise them and they praise them. And everybody follows suit. It's impossible to win football games. I mean, did anybody watch the Brentford game before? I think it finished 1-1. I mean, Brentford got yet another penalty. Ivan Toney, I think 12 of his goals have been from the spot this season. And how many goals from penalties have Swansea scored? It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. You can't beat these teams. It's impossible.
A nice 𝐂𝐿 Jill, perhaps. Something like that.
So that's half-time, Rovers fans.
There's a reason they've only lost one at home all season.
You are bang on when it comes to refs, Joe. It is just...
Look at the players that are surrounding him, and I don't blame them. It's not even major decisions. It's just every 50-50 decision goes the yellow way, and it's just wrong.
Yeah. So, Ronan, just to let you know while Rovers are playing, we're doing pretty well, actually, Ronan. Started the game pretty decently. John Buckley had a couple of shots on target. Norwich have had a couple of counter-attacks, and they did hit the post through Todd Cantwell. It was Buendia who just driven through the heart of the Rovers midfield, and it came to Cantwell. Shot was blocked by Lenihan, and it hit the post. Kaminski's made a really good save, again from Buendia. There's another shot that deflected off Lenihan, and he tipped it onto the crossbar. But Rovers are looking okay, Ronan, and we've certainly been an attacking force in this game and really made a good account of ourselves, I think. So certainly not the pasting that we were all expecting today. And
excuse me.
Sorry, what did you say?
You said we all expected a pasting, but Luke didn't.
I'm deliberately ignoring him. That looked pretty good, that.
That's how bad the picture's got at Ewood. The sinkholes appearing.
Rovers fans, let us know what you think in the comments. I'll pick off a few of them in a moment.
Ollie, what have you had done? Have you finished now? What is it? An extraction, a crown? I don't know many other procedures, to be honest, but let us know what you've had done. That sounds horrible, mate.
Let's just have a look through some of the comments that we've had. Parky, doing well in this game. I hope we're not talking about the ref. Yeah. Ref.
We are.
We're not talking about the great performance and no points and all piss off ref. Sorry, I misread it. It was my bad. Deuce. Every single game we get the short end of the officials. It's getting maddening. It really is, Deuce. And you don't want to be like the fan or the fan base that's always moaning about the refs, but you know, that there from Keith Stroud, particularly in that last 5 minutes of that half, was just baffling, and it's just infuriating as a fan. And as Joe says, how
every single decision is their way.
Yeah, crazy. Matthew, encouraged by our first half performance, reducing my prediction from 6-0 Norwich to 2-0. Surely Norwich can't be as bad as second half. And Matthew, I did say it on the other side and in my prediction as well that wouldn't surprise me if it was 0-0 at half-time and then Norwich just get the job done. So,
do you think they've been bad or that we've?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I think we've nullified them.
Yeah, I don't think they've been bad. I just think they haven't been able to play.
Yeah.
I'm a bit half and half. I think we're a little bit at arm's length. I think they're allowing us to have possession of the ball, and I think they're relying on
giving us a foul there. That Corey Evans challenge, that could be a goal pretty easily. I think we could. We've had half chances here and there. The Holtby one where he does that turn. If he plays him in, we're 3-on-1 there. I wouldn't say we're at arm's length personally, in my opinion. I think they'll be getting a bollocking at half time.
I think they're relying on the counter attack, and I think that when I spoke to Connor, this is a pattern that Norwich have done at home this season. They'll just wait for us to wear down and tire out, and then they'll shift a gear. And I'm expecting that gear shift at some point. So I think they've got gears in them. I think they can turn it on if they need to. Definitely.
Oh, Ollie, crikey!
What's Ollie had done? Where is he?
I bet you got a telling off for all them Reese's peanut butters and toffee nut lads.
Yeah, to be fair. To be fair. Oh, I did thank you, didn't I? Sorry, there we go. Thank you, Jesse. We do like to keep it fun, even when it's not been fun in these last few weeks on the pitch, but we do like to keep it fun on the show. Ryan crying out for a focal point of attack, which I'm afraid is not Dolan today. Galley for me. Yeah, but we just know he'll bring Gallagher on and put him out wide. That's going to happen. We can see it. But I agree. It'll be good to have someone just to bounce a few balls off, etc. Ben, it's been a good game, but worries me our final pass and final ball. The longer we keep not scoring goals, more chances of the team score that winning goal.
Look at that. 9 interceptions for Rovers to Norwich's 1. That's been the key thing. Evans, Douglas, Holtby, Buckley, they're winning the ball back in midfield. It's really good, really good.
Yeah.
I would say we look more up for it, personally.
Oh, we definitely look up for it. I'm not saying we're playing bad or whatever. I just think that they do have another gear in them. They've got a gear shift, and I'm waiting for that gear shift. And I don't think it's us completely nullifying them. I think we are a little bit at arm's length. That's just my opinion. Paul, Elliott or Gallagher on, JRC playing out of his skin, doing really well, isn't he, JRC? He's been a threat down that right-hand side. We've not seen much of Douglas going forward, have we? And it's all been JRC, so I agree with that. Deuce looked better on a well-kept pitch, loving the return of the high press. Not sure why we abandoned it in the first place. Yeah, the press was early on in the season, Deuce. It was looking really good for us, wasn't it? And that's where I think at times on the streams we have spoken about, the training regime, what they're doing week by week, some of the injuries that we've had in the squad. Have we got everything set up off the pitch, medically and training-wise, to support the way that we want to play? So it's good that we've got the energy today. And Paul's picked it up there. Have we the energy to play this style again second half? And that links into what I was saying, Paul, what Connor said on the other side. Teams have done this at Carrow Road this season, and then they've been picked off after 60, 70 minutes. So let's see what happens. I'll just keep going through these comments. There's quite a few. Thank you, everyone. Hunters, good half, in my opinion. Would love to win this game for confidence going into next season. It would be great to win a game like this, Hunters. It really would. Just something to grab onto and hold on to as a fan, definitely.
Hunters, please tell us your first name, because Ryan keeps calling you Hunters, and I'm sure you weren't christened Hunters.
He might be called Hunter S. Army. That could be his name.
Hunter Sarmy.
Not Hunter Sarmy.
See, I call it Hunter's Bap.
And I call it a Leroy Sarmy.
Oh, God. Do you remember these days? That day that we went to Anfield with Samba up front is possibly one of my lowest as a fan. I'm not going to lie. When you're rocking up, right, we can talk about getting back into the Premier League all we want, etc., etc. But when
it's that time again. Hello, Jill.
Hey up, Jill. Oh, it's custard
cream. You were talking down the custard creams the other day, Joe.
I know.
They're solid. Custard creams are solid.
I think a custard cream's a good biscuit. I'd be very happy if Jill bought me a custard cream.
But Luke, do you remember it going to Anfield with Chris Samba up front? Like, oh my days! When I saw the team news and we was on Sky as well, it was just like, for goodness sake, man.
To answer Si's question, it's about 2,000 paying customers usually.
We what team were it that used to put the goalkeeper up top for like last 5? They used to bring a sub goalkeeper and stick the goalkeeper up top. Someone
That's actually an abroad one.
I'm gonna have a look.
Isn't it?
Send
us pictures of your halftime biscuit or brew. We want to know.
Don't see any goals in this team, lads. Alex.
I have to agree with him. I think we keep breaking that line. and then who's putting the ball in the net. Buckley, as much as I'm a big fan of his, he's not going to score goals from range. He hasn't got the power behind his shots. Holtby is just not on it, really. Brereton, you can't rely to score goals. Dolan, he's not a goal scorer. Corey Evans isn't Bradley Johnson. He's not going to stick the ball in the net. So I would agree that there isn't goals in the team, but this team could get us a 0-0 if they keep up that intensity. A 0-0 would be a bloody good result.
Duncan's bang on. It was David James. I remember it.
Oh, the Man City game. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It goes back to Ben's comment here, though, that when he was saying you make your own luck, isn't it? You know, we can't keep creating these chances and just lack the final pass, the final ball. And the longer we keep not doing that, we're leaving ourselves open for Norwich to take the lead 1-0 and then it's game over, isn't it? So, you know, Alex's point and Ben's do link together there. What else have we got here? Does Evans realise this isn't a Northern Ireland match? Love it, teammates.
He's having a great game.
Yeah, Sonny and Joe, you follow the academy a lot more. Feel like I'm saying this every stream on the channel, but it baffles me how McBride isn't getting a game in this team, seeing how poor we are in attack.
I don't want to be negative, but for me, Conor McBride, half of his goals are penalties, right? He's a good player at youth level, but if you're looking for a striker that fits this system, it's Sam Burns, not Conor McBride. Sam Burns is the spits of Adam Armstrong in almost every way, in height, in pace, in the choices that he makes on the pitch, in the skills that he tries to do. I would say that if you're going to bring one of them in, it would be Burns for me, and they're on a very similar goal track record from non-penalty goals this season. And obviously Burns is the one that plays through the middle. McBride plays out on the left wing as a wide forward. So McBride for me is the Brereton understudy. Burns is the Armstrong understudy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Just working our way further down. Morgan played well so far. Shows we don't need this possession-based style. TM insists on playing the high press is working well. Fantastic save from TK. What a keeper. What was the possession at halftime, Joe, percentage-wise? Between
57-43?
57 for them or us?
Yeah, for them.
Yeah.
That'll be the first time in about 3 months that we've had less possession. Under 23's result, they really struggled without Lenny Ray Serino at left back. I mean, Louis Annesley, as much as he's great and he plays at central midfield for Gibraltar, which I find hilarious at 6'5" as a box to box, he played at left back and it just didn't really work. For them to get that result and pick up a point despite not playing really well was pretty good. And then Vale and Butterworth. Vale's out on loan at Rochdale, and I think definitely has a future. And Butterworth's just injured at the minute.
Cool. Just looking through the other comments. Michael, then we have better points per games in games where we have less than 50% possession than the opposite. Joe, you've covered that at length this season, haven't you? Invariably, when we have more possession.
Well, yeah, it's a difficult one because it's very rare that we do have less than 50% of the possession before the end of the game. So the data sample for it is a bit difficult because you've probably got about 4 games to choose from where we have less than 50, and then 34 to choose from where we have more. So I would say in general I prefer us having less, but I can't say for a fact that the stats back it up because there's just not enough data there, unfortunately.
But I think what's come out at half-time, when you do have less possession, we said it before the game, we're now reflecting on it at half-time. If you have less possession, you have to be more clinical, be more dangerous when you have got the ball. And we've all picked up on it. That final ball, that final pass for Rovers today, we're just lacking slightly in that, aren't we? So, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the second half because I do think Norwich have got that second gear in them.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. But again, we're happy with how they've played. And if we get to the end of the game and they nick it 1-0, yes, it'll be gutting. But they've played well this half. And if they keep up that intensity second half, then I think us three will be pretty, well, not happy, but content with what we've seen. So long as there's not some, career-ending injury for Joe Rankin Costello or something ridiculous.
You've said it now.
Well, yeah.
So apparently someone's found Joe's twin.
I just had a look. I'm not so sure, but I don't know.
Let me find it. I'm going to just see if I can find it.
Get it up on screen. Show everybody.
Oh, it's not. It's Instagram. It's not. I can't.
Yeah, screenshot it. Get it in here. Let's see it.
I'm not going to that effort.
I'll see if I can screenshot it and do it. Rovers fans, let us know what you would do at half-time, just while I try and find Joe's twin.
Oh, interesting. We're back out already. That seems early, or have we just been... Oh, God, no. Right, we've been chatting on for a while.
Ooh. I need my quick break as well, so I'll do that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, here we go.
We're going on strong.
Right. Well, if he's doing that as the host, then I'm going here. I'm Ryan now. I don't care. See you later.
Ooh.
Should I have the Rovers Analytics account then? Whilst I'm having a win,
now, you can post the content to it then. See how? Go on.
Give me the login, and whilst I'm having a wee, I'll put something.
I nearly said
Joe's doppelganger.
Someone gets a picture of Joe's doppelganger. Yeah.
He doesn't look like me that much. Not
right, Joe. I am actually handing the reins formally onto you. Here you go. You can have the power. It's all yours.
Thanks, mate. We'll confuse the life out of him. We'll put.
Oh, hi, Ryan.
Like that. We'll do that. You be me, Luke.
I'm postage stamp Joe.
What's that mean?
Top right.
Oh, I see. I was like, what? Right, okay. So what would you do at half-time? We've got some apparel to give away, so please let us know. What would you like to see? Would you like to see changes?
Rovers Chat.
Sorry, Joe, what about you?
Hi, Ryan. Rovers Chat is proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒𝐓.com. They have all the gear.
I asked you whether you'd make some subs. I don't think.
Anyway, yeah. No, I think we're playing well enough. I think give it 10 minutes, see how Norwich come out, see how the game pans out, and then we have got options on the bench to bring on. But I don't think anyone's been poor or there's any real scope for changing it at this stage just yet.
Out comes a rather sweaty Keith Stroud, striding onto the pitch. I'll swap us back because
I'm
you
Ryan.
can be Ryan for a bit. You be Ryan. You lead.
Proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐒𝐓.com.
Let's actually listen how good your accuracy is.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐒.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with...
It's apparel.
Yeah.
Not apparel.
Proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐒.com. They have Rovers gear.
Cracking.
Yeah.
It's cracking. Right, I'm going to flick you back, anticipating that he's going to return swiftly. But we'll see. We will see.
Time will tell.
Appreciation for your new profile picture. We can't see a new profile pic. It's the same as always, mate, from what I can see.
Ryan's?
No, I'm on about Ollie.
New profile
Ollie's
pic.
comment.
Oh.
Hello, Ryan.
I'm back and I got Haribo Super Mix. They were being dished out when I went in the house, so I've got some Haribo.
We both have a turn in the Ryan hot seat.
Yeah, we did. We were proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐒.com for a little while.
So you should have.
We always are.
Oh, Si. I think Si might want you to put you in the block.
That is brutal.
Chance.
Simon Slater, just realised who blocked you earlier on. It was him in the top right, not me.
Fuming.
I am fuming.
Shit, he's back.
Right, Dan, if you're listening, block him from Discord, everything. I'm
only for 5 minutes. Oh, corner ball. Should we do a time thing?
11, 12, 13.
Right, we've got it. Are you ready? I don't think this looks like me. It's got different facial structure.
I got Rovers corner.
Oh,
headed over.
Oh, I've made the cardinal mistake.
See, I passed the reins on to you and chaos.
Terrible. This is the truth, Rovers fans. This is the truth. It's all smoke and mirrors.
What were they saying about me, Dizzy? Tell me what they were saying. I trust you. Come on. Tell me. I'll go back on YouTube and I'll watch it. and Luke and Joe will never be on a watch along again.
Yes. Look at Joe's nervous laugh now. He's worried.
I'll be having a word with Waggett. Season ticket number XXXXX will be back.
Right, getting your dad involved.
Interesting. Well, we're playing it out. What are we doing here?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why didn't Kaminski just hoof it first time?
Were there any subs at halftime?
No, we were a bit busy pretending to be you, though. We didn't encourage you to bully Ryan.
Thank you, Simon. I'll send you a DM. You can tell me all about it.
That is out of order, Simon.
Yeah, Si, I agree. I think he does look more like Harry Maguire than me. Got a completely different facial structure.
I can't believe it's called
Oh, I've done it again. Smoke and mirrors. Oh, come on, ref. Keith Stroud. Love him.
Don't worry, Sonny. They'll be gone, mate. Next show. The Wickham watch along. The Wickham watch along will have a very different feel to it.
Just you sat here.
Yeah.
Going, get your predictions in, guys. Get your predictions in. The whole 90.
If you're not watching it.
Whoa.
Right, back to serious matters.
Helmick will be having a great time.
He was on the other side. Honestly, he was on the other side earlier, and he slagged us off.
Why?
He said he predicted 5-0 Norwich, and he said F Blackburn with the full F word.
Get into the comments, Helmick.
Corner, no, throw in. Throw in. He looks more like Joe than Joe looks like Joe.
I've got to say, Chris Hayes made me chuckle on the other side because when he put Norwich 5, Rovers 0. He was like, "You're going to have a frustrating afternoon, aren't you, Helmet?" Tickled me, that did.
Go on, get there. Nice. We're still, I mean, this half has basically gone exactly the same way as the last one so far. All's at their end. Oh, Dara.
So here update. I'm on Peroni now. Rick, does that also fund your pension, Peroni?
Interesting. If not,
what are we doing?
We're doing some dangerous things. Playing the ball.
We are. It's like we've gone in at half time and they've said, "Play it around at the back dangerously more. Do it more."
So, Chris, we are. I'll tell you when we're going to hit the 50-minute mark bang on in a moment. So we're 49, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50 minutes now, Chris. Oh, Rick's booing me. Oh.
That was quite confusing, that.
What?
56, 57, 58, 59, 50.
Go on, John.
You're paying attention, boys.
Oh, Tyrese Dolan's just put Grant Hanley on his bum.
Oh, what a great chant.
Oh, here's Parky. They said they want to form a breakaway channel. That's fine. Me and Silent Dan will keep Rovers chat going. Me and Silent Dan.
It's Rovers chat __.
Just a long underscore.
Yeah, you have to guess. It's just one long line. You never really know how many it is. Keith Strouding all over the place.
Is numbers there? Did numbers go in the comment?
No, I don't
think so.
But that is a great chant. Numbers, give us your name. Numbers.
Right,
What's
that's
his name just literally be like Ben or something.
Dave.
To anyone called Ben in the comments, Ben is a great name.
It was just Dave Park the whole time.
Yeah, don't condone alter egos.
Banner still says half time, Ryan. That's shocking.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. Oh.
48 minutes half time.
I'm all over the shop. It's the Haribo and getting slagged off at half time.
Honestly, the lies.
This is incorrect.
There we go. That sorts it. Thanks, though, Craig.
Big chance.
Could
be 1-0. Pookie 1-on-1. Oh, he's
Good save, 𝐿𝐿, good save. So for those of you not watching, a chance out of nowhere, it felt like 𝐿𝐿's just been set through, really. And he's got a lot to do. He's got he's got the ball about 45 yards out and he's had to drive with it, drive down the left channel. It's a left foot shot. You're expecting that he's just going to finish it. 𝐂𝐿𝐄 sticks out his left leg and tips it wide. So, corner for Norwich.
𝐿𝐿's not gifted in the hair department, is he? His head looks like a pitch and putt.
No, I mean, he looks like 40, but he's not.
Yeah, absolutely. His head just looks like a pitch and putt.
That was a chance. That's the stuff I'm fearing. Just a little chance like that, like a Buendia break or 𝐿𝐿 just getting in that channel. That's just what's been bothering me this whole game. But we are showing a really good account of ourselves, though. It's nice to see.
𝐿𝐿 loves that.
Chance.
Yeah. This is good play.
Yeah, 1-0.
I mean, that was a good goal. Good. It's a goal for Norwich Rovers fans. That was an excellent goal, to be fair. Really good, crisp passing from Norwich, and Kenny McLean has got into the box and finished it into the bottom left corner. Really good. I'm not knocking Rovers for that one. That was a really tidy goal. So we'll just watch the replay of that in a moment. So let's just have a look. So Buendia's got the ball deep, plays it into McLean. 1-2 with Kieran Dowell. And then he's got in. So it's really nice play. Really, really good play. And he's got in behind Harwood Bellis and Barry Douglas.
Douglas wrong-sided there, really.
Yeah, but I just thought it was good play. I mean,
yeah, it's quick, it's efficient, it's Norwich, simple as that.
I mean, looking at that, if you want to be critical of it, you could say that Douglas was maybe dragged out of position a little bit, but I just think it was bang, goal. And that's the thing I'm fearing. They've had that in their locker, Joe, when I was saying about that's just the thing I was just waiting for.
I disagree with this reaction, though. I don't think that's true. I think we've played well. I don't see how we've been shite. A goal doesn't change how well we've played for me.
I think we've done all right. And, you know, Norwich have got the quality. They're top of the league. They're 9 wins on the bounce. They've lost 1 home game all season. We've shown a good account of ourselves today. They are a good side. They are champions-elect in this division. So, you know.
And Barnsley are 2-0 down.
Wow.
No one would have expected that today.
No.
It is frustrating to go 1 down, but it's not the right reaction to say that suddenly we're shit, because we've not been shit.
It's also a second for Jordan Rhodes.
Brio. Ooh, and he's got a cross well there, Ben Gibson. It's going to be a corner, I think, for Rovers. Brio looked like he was just going to get put in. Yeah, gutting that goal, particularly so soon after half-time as well. We've taken the corner quick. Rothwell's going to play it in. Oh, that looked dangerous and been cleared away. So here we go. Into the box. Ooh, put it wide.
Well, yeah, I agree, Callum. I'm not saying that it's a good thing that we're playing well and we're going to lose. I just mean it's not right to say we've played shit. It's still frustrating that we can play well and lose. I get that, but it's just a bit annoying. We haven't been bad. The performance level has been really high for me. There's just not a goal scorer on the pitch.
And Callum, for me, like I've lost the will to live with Rovers this season as well. And people know my views on the manager and all of that. But, you know, we've got 9 dead rubbers, 8 after this. And that is just the reality of the situation. So I do want to see some performances still this season, even though we have slid down the table. We have been terrible during this 1 win in 11 run at times. I don't think this is one of them. I think we've held a good account of ourselves today. And yeah, sadly, that is all we can grab onto as fans at the moment because we're into 9 dead rubber games. So this one's up there. You know, if you look at the last 11 games or 12 games, because this is the 12th one, this is one of the better performances in the 12 games. Sorry, Luke, I spoke over you, I think.
No, I just love the term dead rubber. It's great. I think Chris Lambert backs his point up quite well, though, to be fair. I think when you do expand on it, we don't have a great deal up top, and that's, I think, where a lot of Rovers fans mean. No. I agree. We've played very well, but again, we haven't scoring goals. And you said it in your last point, Joe. We just aren't scoring goals. We don't have anyone up top to put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, and that's not the players' fault, is it? This could be
no, absolutely not. That's football. you've got to score. You've got to. The only stat that matters in the end is the scoreline, which we've been on the wrong side of now, really. Other than one game, all the games in the past 12, you would argue, even the.
Ronan, I agree. This is what I don't understand. I'm not saying that I want us to play well and lose. I'm just saying we have played well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. Don't get it wrong. I'm not saying it's good that we're playing well and losing. I'm just saying it's wrong to say that we've played poorly. I agree we don't want to play well and lose, but we haven't played badly. That's all I'm saying, really. I'm not saying the other thing as well.
And Parky, just on that one, that's why ultimately the position on the manager and what we need to do as a club doesn't change, because we are stuck into the cycle of saying that, Parky. Something does need to change with this side. That's why I think that. And I think I'm just beyond getting angry about it now, Parky, because I've accepted that we're probably going to come 16th, 17th, 15th, 14th, whatever it is this season. That's probably where we're going to come. I've just accepted it now, and yes, it's disappointing with where we were at the start of the season, but I've just accepted the lot. That's it for me.
Yeah, I mean, we were always going to play half decent today with the players that you have on the pitch. We've got footballers on the pitch today. We've got Buckley, Dolan, and as much as people slate him, Evans can retain the ball well passable. People, Holtby and Rothwell, good footballers on the pitch, but we haven't got a goal scorer. We've got no one today. You can't look at any single person on that pitch and think, right, they're going to get us a couple of goals today. Yeah. And that's ultimately where we're going to lose this game.
Well, look at we've got two of the players who have scored 5 goals this season on the bench in Elliott and Gallagher. The only other one you've got Armstrong with his goals, who's not playing today, and Brio's the only other one on 5. In fact, I'm going to go on who scored now, and we'll tot up the goals that the players on the pitch have scored this season.
I think Brio's only got 3, if that.
I think he's 5. I think Brio's 5. I think he's 5. I'll just have a look. Excuse me. Goals. So Brio's on 5. So let's top this up as we go. Brio 5, Rothwell 3, that's 8. Dolan 3, that's 11. Buckley 1, that's 12. That's it. None of the others are scored.
Some starting it up.
Yeah. All the others that have got goals this season are Armstrong, Elliott, Gallagher, Dack, Johnson, Derek Williams, Jacob Davenport. Wowzers. So yeah, definitely goals missing from the side, absolutely.
Dear.
And Parky, just to follow, that is, we've said this on the streams, Parky, that is the big fear. If we do it that way, that is the worst possible scenario. If he goes through the summer and we get into next season and then they get rid, that's devastating. That's bad. And yeah, Callum.
Who do you all support?
I'm losing it as well, Callum. I'm losing it, Callum, as well. Don't worry.
I didn't know Rick was a Super League fan. And Callum, tell me who you support. I'm intrigued.
Dizzy, are you still with us, or are you gone to bed?
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't blame him either. Ollie, there's probably not going to be an after show today. Just with the international break coming up and just a few other things going off. Well, me, Joe, and Luke will just do a little bit of a post-match show after this, and then we'll probably finish by 5:30 at the latest, just with some instant reactions. So there won't be a post-match show.
Oh, Rick. Oh. A Leeds fan. A Leeds fan. Oh,
yeah, he lives in Leeds, doesn't he? So that makes sense.
Oh, well, it's better than Wigan, I suppose.
Kraken.
Sugar.
I've noticed him.
Honey.
Noticed him less this half, Kraken.
Oh, Chris, I didn't know you supported Wigan Warriors. That has changed my views on you, mate.
What are you, St Helens?
Yeah, best team in the country. Another Leeds fan. How can we have so many Yorkshire Lancastrians? It's not good, this.
I mean, just noticed Chris's comment as well.
Which one?
About Campwell.
No, I'm Saints in Wigan, Rick. It's quite entertaining. Blackburn the Saints fan living in Wigan. School was fun.
And Chris, agree with you. One win in it's probably going to be 1 win in 12 after this, isn't it? You know, if we come from behind against the side that's won 9 games in a row and lost once this season, then boy, we are into complete miracle territory. So it's still not good enough, which is ultimately why our opinions haven't changed.
Another Leeds fan there in Matthew. I'm sorry, but I'm disgusted about the amount of Leeds fans we've got. It's ridiculous.
God, you're giving ammunition to get Joe angry again.
Oh,
where are you? Where's 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐓? Where are you?
In it, he'll like Warrington or something, and really annoy me.
Where is he? Where are you, 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐓? Where are you?
Let's be having you. Come on.
St Helens don't they play Union now, mate?
This is a message for the greatest football club in the world.
I'm steaming.
Oh, Buckley off.
John Buckley. Buckley and Brio for Elliott and Gallagher. So we'll see how we shape up here.
We're going to win it now, 2-1. No. I'm joking. You never know, though.
Barry Douglas, I didn't even notice this. So Barry Douglas, deep free kick on the left wing, crosses it in. Ooh, that's a corner.
No.
Did Harwood Bellis get it, did he? Just looked like it came off there, man. It was Harwood Bellis who went up. Are they going to show a replay? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, he did. Harwood Bellis got there.
We must have one of the poorest records for goals from set pieces in the league. Maybe even the worst.
I did look at that the other day. We are bottom. Let me find it. I was looking on who scored the other day. We are definitely bottom. I think we might have one, but let me just have a look.
Jamie Peacock. Wow.
Oh, here we go. Set piece. Oh, sorry, not one. 4. We are bottom. We've got 4 set pieces.
Oh, Harvey Elliott giving the ball away there.
Again.
According to WhoScored.com, we have got 35 open play goals, 6 counter-attack goals, 4 set pieces, 4 penalties.
Terrible.
And that's we're bottom of set pieces. I've just filtered that by set pieces.
And,
so we're
and in
bottom.
the side, you've got Sam Gallagher, 6'5", Darrell Lenihan, big threat in the box. Taylor Harwood Bellis, 6'2".
And bring that all together, you've got Barry Douglas, who's renowned for set pieces.
And Lewis Holtby and Harvey Elliott, and we had Bradley Dack for a period, and we can't score goals from set pieces. I really hope they score a goal now from this set piece and shut us up. But
it gives me PTSD.
Put it into context, Cardiff are top with 22 set piece goals.
Jesus, and that's Keith Moore for you.
Yeah.
And Morrison.
But as Joe says, we've got a free kick now. Douglas clips it to the back post. What is this? No, no, it's not. Oh, it's side netting. I thought that was in. It was side netting. Joe Rankin.
Offside anyway.
Offside, but that looked like it was in. It hit the side net. Rankin Costello.
Oh, that's Sterling against Italy. That is Sterling against Italy.
I thought that was in.
Do you know what though? If we could hear the commentary and like the stadium ambience, we'd know it wasn't. But because we're all on mute.
Oh, so Kieran Dowell is going off for Norwich, and it's Stiepermann who's on. Marco Stiepermann.
Marco.
I thought that was in.
Well, he was offside as well, unfortunately, but it just rub that salt in the wound. We just aren't great from set pieces. It's really disappointing. Is that we haven't got enough set piece variety, i.e. the delivery is not good enough, or is the heading itself not good enough? What's the problem, do you think?
What's your Easter egg of choice in 15 days?
Something with caramel in. I'm a big fan of caramel.
Really? An Easter egg with caramel in?
Well, no, because you don't get like a whole egg, do you? You got to get the chocolate bars on the side. So it'll be like, I don't know. Got to be getting the chocolate bars on the side that have got caramel in.
See, I used to like the Kinder eggs. They used to be much bigger, big, massive Easter egg Kinder egg. They were quality, and they've just gone. They sort of went for a little while, then come back small.
I don't mind a mini eggs or a cream egg. Alex is with me there. Mini eggs, proper Easter. That's Easter. That, you know.
I like mixing it up and going for an Easter egg cheesecake. That's very, very good.
Oh, I call that an Easter egg currant cheesecake myself.
Dude, JRC did just trozzle then. That was actually quite hilarious. And yeah, Dizzy, you tell him. Dizzy's on like 2 hours sleep, and it's 3:30 as well.
Too many short corners. Yeah, I think a lot of those set pieces come down to short corners, but still.
I think you're right, Si Slater. I think it's not worth a block that. So if Joe does block you, it's very, very, very shameful. You're pretty safe with any Cadbury's egg, really.
Bennett and Downing coming on. A day trip out from the old people's home.
He's not done he's not done 4 changes at once, but he's basically done 4 changes at once. You know, what's the time difference between the people that have come on?
Well, shown in the fact that Brereton's only just making his way down the tunnel to go and have a shower. So.
Callum Robinson, I like the dark milk, the new dark milk that Cadbury's have brought out, which is sort of an in-between, but it's very nice.
You don't like Bourneville?
Very smooth. A bit bitter, whereas dark milk's very smooth, very, very nice. A very good chocolate bar choice.
So Rankin Costello and Corey Evans are off for Stuart Downing and Elliot Bennett.
Yes, Alex. Some weeks we talk about motorways and service stations. We had a little bit of chat about cathedrals, and now we're on Easter eggs. You know, get your suggestions in. What's the best motorway in the country? We always love that kind of chat.
We've done not naughty boobies. We've done naughty bird names, which does include boobies, and you know, all sorts of other naughty bird names, which is quite amusing sometimes. But it does get to that. It does get to that.
Matthew, thanks ever so much.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Get yourself some currant tea cakes, lads. Love it, Matthew. We will do. And Rovers fans, let us know what you're going to do with your free weekend next weekend. It is the international break after this. So our next game is Good Friday against Wycombe Wanderers away. So we're going to have the weekend off next weekend. So
we know what 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 going to do. But tell us what you're all going to do.
We do. I think there's a slight easing of restrictions, isn't there, from next weekend? So we can. There's no stay-at-home instructions, so that's good.
Well won there by Bennett. But
that's Monday, isn't it?
Oh, Monday. Yeah, Monday. From Monday the 29th.
Yeah.
So hopefully life will feel a bit more normal the next time we're on a watch-along.
Buzzing for that. Get some nice weather, have a barbecue with 6 people.
Chance for Norwich,
Yeah, the break-in Steeperman at the heart of Rovers. Oh, it was a powerful shot. Kaminsky managed to just get it away somehow. It wasn't the most convincing save. They've still got it on the edge of the box here, Norwich. Buendia out to Aarons. Just crowded him out. Oh, they just knock it around. He's cutting inside Aarons. Oh,
come on, we're off. This is going to be a good counter.
Stanley Swan, that's quite controversial actually, because Ryan would tell people that he's actually Northern, and there's a fine line between that.
Oh, come on, Harvey Elliott, you've got to make a move for him. He just terrible counter-attack.
Stanley, I'm definitely not Southern, and I'm not Northern either. Definitely a Midlandser. I can relate to all of you. I'm just a nice guy.
You don't have to put him in any particular, half. He's just a nice guy that sits in the middle.
You know, Luke, you know.
A fence sitter.
I feel like you two have given up on this game.
Well, I was trying to find
Alex's
Alex's comment from earlier. Here we go. He said it. This was about, when did Alex send that? At 4:21. So that was 11 minutes ago. We don't seem to react well to a goal. Always seems to shock us for 20 minutes. You know, that's why, Joe.
Whoa! Oh, come on.
Callum Robinson. You know. If you know, you know.
You should have to. Oh.
Favourite A road. Oh.
Favourite A road. Wow.
What quantifies a good A road?
The A1.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's got to be like a motorway. They can be too windy. You can't get any speed up. You're constantly slowing. You get stuck behind the tractor. That does it for me. Fuming.
The A1 is
behind the tractor.
The A1 is the road I take when I'm going north.
I don't think you can do a favourite A road. There's too
I
many.
have to go on the A1 to get to the likes of the M62. So the A1 is gotta be my favourite. Yeah.
Do the Tony. Let's all do the Tony. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So it's the A1 for me, boys.
A59 is a good shout. Low max, Stanley Swan.
The A65 and fruit and nut. That sounds like a really weird answer if you don't know the questions that have been asked.
Yeah.
Love it, Duncan. Love it.
That's like someone would do that in a pointless final.
So is the A59 a Lancashire road then, is it?
Yeah. Towards Preston. Clitheroe to Preston, really.
Okay.
Too good, isn't A59? Samsbury.
So for those of you not watching, the minutes keep eking away. We're 74 minutes in now. Not much of a response from Rovers apart from JRC trolling us with the side netting earlier on. That's really the only chance that we've created since going one down. And I'm afraid it's a similar pattern. You know, Norwich have got the lead now. And are we looking like we're going to score? No. But we can just hope more than anything. Absolutely, Pete. Get the lagers out. That's what we're doing.
Gareth Devlin. No, there isn't.
Yeah, Gareth. Well, the only glimmer of hope, Gareth, is whilst it's 1-0, there's always a slice of hope, but that is as good as we're giving you.
A slice of hope. That will be some cake.
Chance. Come on, don't waste it. We've wasted it. 5-on-3 there. And yet again, as with almost every chance we've got breaking the line today, we've wasted it. Not good enough. And that's not having a striker on the pitch. And this should be 2-0. No. Jesus.
Has Ryan got tiny hands or is it a big bottle? I'll let you decide. Viewers decide. You know what they say about men with small hands as well?
It just looks bigger.
Well, I was gonna say small gloves, but
okay. Ryan Hildred's got small hands. Pass it on.
I actually do have small hands.
Oh,
I have got small hands. But, this is one of the bigger bottles as well, but I have got small hands.
There's a game happening. We've got a free kick right on the edge near the corner flag. Come on, Ryan, call the game. You two are going so far off on time. We're still playing.
Well, Jeff, it was a great ball out wide to Elliot Bennett, and he tried to cross the ball in, and Todd Cantwell has handled the ball, and Rovers have got a free kick here right on the edge of the box. It's a chance to put the ball in. Stick with me, Jeff, just whilst this chance develops.
If there's a goal now, I'm going to be so happy.
It's going to be Harvey Elliott to cross the ball in. Let's just see.
The Liverpool loanee, he's quite the player, isn't he? We've talked about him quite a lot this season. Fantastic talent. You there, you with the headband, you are different, Gravy.
So here we go. Harvey Elliott is going to play the ball in. Stick with me, Jeff. Joe Rothwell's on the edge if he wants it.
Come
Elliot
sit
plays it in.
It's quite unbelievable.
Come on.
It's you there with a headbang, you are different gravy, and Sam Gallagher as Rose highest at the back post. Rovers 1, Norwich 1.
Oh God,
Jeff, I can't hear you because of the noise in the stadium, but Sam Gallagher at the back post somehow.
What a ball in that
There
was.
is
It's a
a slice
set
of hope,
piece
Rovers
goal.
fans. There is a slice of hope. Back to you in the studio, Jeff.
You two had completely given up on this.
Oh my days, that is fantastic.
And now Norwich are in.
Unbelievable.
Blackburn Rovers.
Wow,
Set piece. Pass it on.
Oh, and a set piece goal, Alex.
Yeah,
Lomax.
the position of the cross was a bit like Hull away last season where Derek Williams scored. Very similar situation for those who aren't watching.
I can't believe that just happened.
I can. I knew that. I knew because you two had just completely. I mean, I don't know if you know, but you'd probably spent about 15 minutes there just chatting. Absolute West. No sense coming out of either of you. And I'm just sat here thinking, what's going on? I think it's just completely given up, haven't you?
Oh, I need to take the ticker off. It is, as Joe says, it's a dangerous free kick now for Norwich. I don't think that was a free kick, but Buendia's got the chance to put this in. It's just outside the box to the left of the box. It's put in. Oh, gee whiz. What's that going to be? A corner. Ben Gibson looks like he's got there first. He looks disappointed. Has it come off a Rover's head afterwards?
He's disappointed because he used to play.
Oh, no, it's cleared.
That's why he's disappointed.
It's gone over. Yeah, it's gone over Gibson, and Barry Douglas is the one that's nodded it out for a corner. So, yeah, those of you not watching, I hope you've guessed that it is 1-1.
Oh, no. Oh, goal kick.
And now it is a goal kick after that corner.
I'm not saying I knew we were going to score, but I didn't completely give up that there was a tiny bit of hope. And I was still trying to call the game. I hadn't started chatting about A roads and stuff.
Oh, super.
That was a big chance, that there, though. Should have been 2-1, really.
Yeah, it was a big chance. After all that hullabaloo, if you've managed to just decipher what was going on, it was Sam Gallagher at the back post who nodded in that free kick from Harvey Elliott. So great ball in from Elliott, and Sam Gallagher really nice and big at the back post. Sorry, what?
Tim Krul's like, oh God. Right, have we got an injury then? Is that why?
Ben Gibson, is it?
That'd be good timing, wouldn't it? Right, while there's an injury, I'm going to go. Oh, no, we're playing. I'm not going to go. I'm going to stick it out for 10 minutes and not go the loo.
Joe's going to pee his pants. Pass it on.
I tell you what, if we score, I might.
That's got to be. I hope that Dan's still watching.
Oh,
That's
we'll clip that.
That's going to be a great watch-along clip, that one.
Oh, dear.
That's going to be absolute scenes. Clip it for lads.
This is a chance for Norwich here.
Good defending.
Joe's to give you real-time updates is fantastic.
Whoa.
Wait,
you're miles ahead of me.
Nearly a great ball through for Harvey Elliott.
Will you pause for a sec?
Hey?
Will you pause? You're ahead of me by a bit. Hang on. I'll do your time.
50, 51.
Right, I'm like 4 seconds behind you.
We'll pause.
Pause at 81.
Yeah, pause on 81. Tell us when you're there, Joe.
8, 9, 81.
Right, there we go. 81 minutes, Rovers fans, is where we are now.
Joe, don't stick it out on stream.
What you want now, boys?
12, 13, 14.
I'm a second ahead, I think.
If we draw, as Gallagher just saved Mowbray's job, well, maybe. I don't think he saved it long term, though.
Nah.
Unless Tony comes on himself and nicks a winner. Or Ben Benson up front, that'd be good. Oh, Joe Rothwell, well played. Oh, that's a free kick.
Oh, he nearly didn't give that, Keith Stroud, and all. How did he need 2 looks at that? That is the That's the most obvious free kick for Norwich there, and he's not even. How did he even? Honestly.
Time check, Chris Hayes. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 82 minutes.
Bang on.
Very good. So free kick here. It's on the opposite flank this time to the last one that Norwich had just after we scored. So he's about 30 yards out, but right hand side of the box. Yeah, is it Gibson with the injury? Yeah, Ben Gibson's got a bad injury for Norwich. He's actually behind the goal that Norwich are about to attack for this free kick. It does look a bad one for him. I didn't see what happened.
He's probably got a club card at Burnley Hospital, to be fair, hasn't he?
Buendia's got a chance.
Thanks, Forest City.
Buendia clips it in from wide. Cantwell keeps it alive.
Handball, ref.
Handball! Handball!
Yeah. Oh, how's he not given that? It looked like a handball. Norwich have kept it alive.
Thanks to Forest City.
Oh, Jared, thank you. Thank you, Jared. Sorry. Gally finally scored. I will eat his crow as pigs fly overhead in sunny Ohio. Love that, Jared.
Stanley Swan, you're also a legend.
Yeah, Stanley.
Get us a pie at first away game.
I landed on his
Where are
ankle
our
badly,
crisps, though?
re-rolled it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, RJ. I didn't see that he'd rolled his ankle. So who's that? Oh, Zimmerman's on for Gibson now.
Very, very capable replacement. To have Zimmerman on the bench. Oh, what's a Greg's?
You told us we were having crisps. I want me crisps.
Jared, yeah, what's a Greg's? A Greg's is a bakery. Does very nice chain bakery in the UK. Does some fantastic sausage rolls, bean and cheese bakes, all sorts. Whatever you could imagine in a bakery, really. Very nicely priced as well as a Greg's.
Yeah.
Oh, Lewis Oakley's kicked it out for a throw-in again.
We're making another
filled out
here.
the customs form and everything.
I think it's looking like Bradley Johnson coming on for Rovers as well.
Steve Keane liked Greg's.
And I wonder what that means. That's I think that's cryptic from Alex there, is it?
Oh, yeah, Ronan. I did see in the comments, actually, that... I didn't want to say about Jeremy Beadle, but someone did say I've got hands like Jeremy Beadle.
There's 5 minutes left. Shall we call the game?
It was just, here we go, Michael Pearson, that was it. Ryan's got a Jeremy Beadle hand. And then Ronan. We got all excited about the goal. Where was Ronan? Anyway, just because we equalised doesn't mean we've forgotten that Ryan has confessed to being a small-handed freak.
Still got a nice beard. Look at that. Still got a nice beard.
Holtby off, Johnson on.
Aldi equivalent. What's Thomas the Baker's?
Is that a tank engine?
I'm not familiar with Thomas the Baker's. Is that a local thing or not a chain, is it?
Liam and Chris both coming in at the same time with the same comment.
See, I haven't got shares in Greg's, but I do like a Greg's. I mean, Oddie's is a good one if you're a local. Oddie's is not a bad bakery.
Oh, not the best from Harwood Bellis. This is a chance for Norwich. Pookie. Oh, but he's recovered it well and tackled him. Won it back. And Rovers will come back. Oh, Barry Douglas has lost it. Norwich are still on the attack. Pookie one-on-one with Harwood Bellis.
Cantwell, Pookie, lovely one.
Chance. Oh, great block.
Lenihan.
Classic captain's interception.
Superb.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, it was neat again from Norwich. Pookie this time playing a 1-2 with Todd Cantwell, and he gets the ball under control. He's on the edge of the 6-yard box, and Darragh Lenihan has thrown himself to block that ball. It was going to be probably a goal from Pookie there. He just has to finish that into the bottom corner.
Yeah, he went to the near post there to try and sneak one past Kaminski. It probably would have gone in.
So it's going to be a corner. Buendia to take
end this. Really nervy. Chance.
Oh, it looked like he had a free header then. I think it was Sorensen who'd got up. Yeah, it was Sorensen.
Yeah, Norwich are really pushing forward now. Rovers really got their backs to it now. Pretty much, well, every man in our own half now. Just going to try and see out this 1-1, I think. I can't see us trying to get the goal now. Norwich are really pushing for it.
See, Levers is a good bakery as well. That's a good shout. And we're talking about beards further up. Is that right? You can't really look past 𝐒𝐄𝐁𝐒𝐈𝐄 or Raul Morales. Some good beards there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't mind that, Kevin. The pound bakery is not a bad idea.
No, I do.
Can come in handy, a pound bakery. I will not lie. Here come Rovers, though. Barry Douglas in acres of space. Go on. Tyree Stolen.
Take him on, Ty. Take him. Oh, just need it.
The ball in, though. Good ball.
Galley.
Oh, Cruz claimed it. Unlucky towards Gallagher.
Yeah, I think 𝐒𝐄𝐁𝐒𝐈𝐄 is a great shout, Luke, for the best beard in football. There was that. There was Alexi Lalas, wasn't there, for USA? He had a good one.
Great tackle, Darrell Lenihan.
Great.
Back in the middle of midfield. There's still a game going on. You wouldn't know from Ryan and Luke's chat. Sam Gallagher's beat his man on the wing. Here we go. He's round 1. He's round 2. He's still got it. Lovely from Sam Gallagher.
That was good play from Galley.
Shoot it down in. He'll have a go. No, he
Strike
won't.
it.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus Christ.
So it was Rovers with the 1-2 there. Stuart Downing picking the ball up like a 21-year-old Stuart Downing, driving into the middle, played the 1-2 on the edge of the box and right-footed shot that just went wide.
Like a physically handicapped Stuart Downing with the shot, I'd say.
I mean, they're just showing the replay, the Sorensen header. That was a chance for him there.
It was.
But here we go.
Then you think he's going to hit it there.
Downing 1-2 with Rothwell.
What time are you guys on now?
88:30.
Yeah,
31.
brilliant. Perfect.
You happy with a 1-1 if it stays this way?
100%. 100%, Joe.
Is it the Tony Tombola just sometimes working, sometimes not, or did he get it right today?
Well, that's a tombola. That's a tombola for you. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Right.
And I think that's how it got its name.
I mean, I wouldn't say, in terms of open play and general play, Joe, before the goal, I wouldn't say the subs or the changes did much to how we were playing. But when you've got someone like Sam Gallagher on, who can get on the end of a cross.
Chance. Oh, big chance. Go on, Dickie. Oh,
yes.
Oh.
Oh, that was a chance. So for those of you not watching, lovely clip over the top from Harvey Elliott. Tim Krul's come rushing out of his box. Gallagher's knocked it over him. But sadly, defenders have just got back to clear it before he can head it into the empty net.
Pookie's in. Chance. Oh, good save.
Oh.
Sam Gallagher has somehow evolved into Fernando Torres. A young Fernando Torres, not a Chelsea Fernando Torres, might I add. Phenomenal.
Superb. But yeah, so Joe, just with the subs and stuff, like before the equaliser, I don't think it affected the open play. But yeah, when you've got Gallagher on the pitch, you know, that's what we've been wanting to see from the set pieces. And it was a great ball in from Elliott, wasn't it? And since that point, we've looked good. We've looked okay.
Oh, chance. 4-on-3. Offside, surely offside.
No, Buendia wasn't. Buendia wasn't. And Harwood Bellis.
Again.
What a block.
Come on, let's break. We're going. We're off.
This game is honestly, Rovers fans. This
Downing, really forcing Downing, giving it away in transition. This will be a big chance for Norwich now. 4-on-4 again. It's really end-to-end now.
Wide open. Rothwell's got the chance to break.
Come on.
Wide for Dolan. Get there, Dolan. Get there. Get there.
Oh,
well
Tyrese.
Oh,
lucky.
Zimmerman did well. Fresh legs of Zimmerman there. We are past the 90-minute mark now, Rovers fans, but it's just been end-to-end for the last 2 minutes. We're at 91 minutes and there's 4 on.
What do you do now, Ryan, if you're the manager? Do you push or do you tell them to keep hold of it and see out the draw?
Push.
Really? Away at Norwich?
We've got nothing really to play for. Go and beat them.
I don't think we need the point.
No.
Okay.
I think we'll pick points up as season goes on. I think we're safe. We're safe as houses. Go and win a game against Norwich. Make a statement.
Okay. Let's see.
If we go down now, don't clip this.
Go on. Play him. Chance this. Chance.
Elliott. Can he dink it? Back post.
Oh.
Cleared away by Norwich. So Rovers are going to push.
2.5 minutes left. Whew.
This is crazy.
So what's happened here then? Is this Howard Bellis with the block? It
Yeah.
was, I think. Wow.
Oh, it was. Was it?
I don't know.
It might have been Kaminsky.
Oh,
That's great.
Great save from
To be
Kaminsky.
fair, he's got to put that away, Buendia. I'd be fuming as a Norwich fan. He's got to put that in the net.
Big
Play
chance.
with his
Kaminsky with the
ability.
save. It looked like a Howard Bellis block when we first watched it, but it was actually a fantastic Kaminsky save. So 2 minutes to go, Rovers fans. We are in the Norwich
time. We'll have a throw in there, right in their area.
Dolan's won it back from Hanley. Here we go.
He has had a good game today, Tommy K. Certainly has. Probably is the best since Friedel.
Don't you just love football, eh?
Oh, what a feeling it would be if we could do it. Go on! Go on!
Yes.
Oh,
This
no,
is a
the touch. Corner ball.
Well, that's a corner. He's not touching.
Come on!
Corner ball. Come on, Rovers fans.
Rovers from set pieces are so dangerous. Come on, Rovers.
Bruce! That's what we'd be doing now if we were there, but we're not, unfortunately.
Come on.
Rovers.
Who's
No
taking
benders
it?
are 1-0 down. We like to see that. We like Preston losing.
Here we go.
Come on,
Stuart
let's go
Downey's
one
going to
set
take
piece.
it. We're
Let's
into
have another.
3 or 4 minutes on. It's played in. Lenihan. Edge of the box.
Oh, no.
Oh, it is the
Norwich
break. Here's the break.
Half a minute
Cantwell.
left. It's 3-on-2. Darrag's trying to get back. It's a great ball. Shocking touch. Tommy K's got it. 30 seconds left.
Go on, Tommy. Go for it. Go for it, son.
We're going to watch 3 replays of this now instead of the final moments of the game.
So for those of you not watching, the Rovers corner was played in and then it was cleared away. Rothwell was on the edge of the box and he volleyed it. It was blocked and then Norwich broke. Cantwell, Pookie, and one other. I think he's blown for full time here, but they were breaking.
No, he's
and
not.
Cantwell played
Rovers free kick on halfway.
Cantwell played a really good ball into Pookie, but he miscontrolled it and the chance is gone. As Joe says now, we've got a free kick on the halfway line. Pump it in that box. Get it in there. We're at 4 minutes.
Come on, get it in. We're not really sending anybody up. Dara didn't go. We've punted it out for a throw-in to try and finish the game. The referee's not blown, though. He's checked his watch, but he doesn't want to know yet. Still going.
That's it now.
There's full time. Come on!
1-1. We'll take 1-1.
We'll take a bloody point there, lads. We'll take a bloody point.
Absolutely brilliant. There'll be plenty of neutrals buzzing with us there. They really will.
Absolute coupon buster today, Rovers.
Told you. Don't. Hey, was it Jill that went 1-1?
Jill did go 1-1. Jill Harvey, your name is in lights. There we go, look. Ahem. Well done, Jill Harvey.
One person in the Harvey household knows about football.
Barnsley lost 2-1. Preston
I'll tell you what, the bookies are absolutely laughing today. So Barnsley losing to Sheffield Wednesday. This result here. Sunderland drawing at home to Lincoln. All results like that. The bookies are the winners today. Let us know what you think, Rovers fans. As I say, we're going to do just a short post-match reaction now and get this finished by about 5:30 so that you can go and enjoy your weekends, enjoy the international break and do whatever you need to do. Joe's going for a quick tinkle. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Yeah, Parky, we'll take that one. Absolutely. Deuce, get in. Galley to the rescue. Big point that in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it is. Great result. Definitely, Paul. A good draw, 1-1 draw as it's, yeah. But it is still 1 win in 12, Paul. You're right. We need wins and not draws. Sorry, Ben, and not Paul. We need wins and not draws. Great result. It was deserved. I thought we deserved that draw at least, Michael. Really good for Rovers, that. Jill is an expert, Matthew. Definitely. I didn't mean that, how that sounded. But it...
At least one person in the Harvey household knows the football.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'll tell you what. The thing that really frustrates me, and I mean, feel free in the comments to agree or disagree, but when you watch Rovers play like that and put in a performance where we've nullified a very, very good Norwich side that will get promoted, ultimately have some decent chances, create some chances. I mean, you look at the stats. we've matched them on the whole, really. I mean, they've had a few more shots on goal, but on the whole, we've matched them today. And then you see us only winning one game in 12, and you see us in the position that we're in, and that's the bit that frustrates Rovers fans and certainly frustrates me, because we're a side that can play, can win games. We just haven't done it enough this season.
Yeah. And it's that consistency, isn't it? It's I think we're such an enigma of a side, and I've used phrases like we are less than the sum of our parts and stuff to describe Rovers, because it does feel like that. It feels like that everything's there to do what we've done today, just a bit more regularly. You know, let me just repeat the fact. This is a side that were 9 wins in a row. We are a side that are 1 win in 12 now. And it baffles me that we can go and do stuff like this, and we've had those other results in this run. It's crazy, and we've got the academy, and we started the season so well. I just think we're such an enigma of a side. It's really a funny old game, football, isn't it? Joe, you've had your wee break, so you can answer this first. So you get this. Just sum up your thoughts on the game and how you thought we played and all of that type of stuff.
My go for a wee.
Yeah, I think we were all right, weren't we? I think we played well. I disagreed with a lot of the comments that said we were poor or playing badly or shit or whatever was said. I disagreed with that because I thought we'd played well all game. We were probably, in terms of intensity and the will to win and the will to run and the playing the ball around, at about an 8 out of 10 in the first half, probably about a 7 out of 10 in the second half. And I don't think performance levels dropped. We finally found a goal from a set piece, and sometimes you just need that. On another day, we win that game. We should have beaten them at home, and we came away with a loss. We probably should have beaten them today, but at least we picked up a point.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel happy with that performance. I think, I said at half-time, I was always fearful of Norwich raising it another gear. And I think they got that early goal in the second half. And I was fearing the worst at that point. McLean scored. And I'm like, here we go. They're going to go and win that game 2-3-0 or whatever it is. And, it did come up in the comments earlier. Alex made the point that we don't react very well to goals. And it felt like, again, that we didn't react very well to goals. But as you say, Joe, what we did, we were able to get a set piece goal and really change the course of the game and ultimately get the point. So it's nice that we did that. And Gallagher's come off the bench again and made an impact. He's done something again. Like, I'd love to see the stats on how many goals he scored off the bench, because it must be a few now.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, you go to a place like Norwich, that's all you can do. You can't expect to go there and be the best team. But I actually think that we were the best team today, and that's what's most impressive about it for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luke, just you get the treatment now. Just how do you feel about that game? How do you think we've played? Where does it fit into the grand scheme of things for Rovers with you? What's your thoughts on that? Just instant reaction.
Hopefully, I don't completely copy what George just said, because I have no idea what he just said, because I was having a wee and it was very relieving actually after a full 90 minutes. But I thought we played well. I thought we played very well. I know some comments said differently, but I know the three of us were actually complimenting the side and how we were playing. Solid at the back, nullified Norwich on the whole. Thought, I said it in the first half, I thought we were really good. I thought defensively, probably Barry Douglas was our poorest player, and I thought he had a good game. So I think that says a lot about how the back four played. The midfield were fluid. Buckley made some great passes, managed to get us through on goal a couple of times. I thought Evans recycled the ball very well. He was very dominant in that midfield and looked. I know someone made a comment in jest about how it looked like he was playing for Northern Ireland, because he seems to have a better game in a green shirt. But I think ultimately he was a great asset to Rovers, and now we tried to play and nullify Norwich today. So I thought that was great. Yes, we didn't really have a goal scorer as such, but a lot of our comments were talking about how we don't score from set pieces, and today we did just that. Gallagher came on, won a header at the back post, which we want to see him doing that more often. Absolutely.
And you saw his reaction as well when he won that header, and as soon as the goal went in, it wasn't a celebration of, oh, I've scored. It was more relief. He was celebrating the fact that he'd finally got one of those, because I think he gets frustrated with himself as well.
Yeah, I think Gallagher is a player that can potentially, if we want him to be next season, if we do lose Armstrong, it could be a player that we try and almost build a team around, which sounds absolutely bizarre. But I think if we try and play to Gallagher's strengths in the Championship, he can get goals. And we just have never done that. We stick him out on the wing, or we bring him on late in a game to try and just mix things up a bit. But I think if we were to start Gallagher and really look at Gallagher as a player and how we can bring out the best and get goals out of Gallagher, it could be a big player for us next season. And it'll be interesting to see that and see how this comment holds up, really.
And just on that, Luke, you know, footballers are human beings at the end of the day, and these are young blokes, and, you know, egos do drive things. Whether you've got a massive ego or no ego at all, your general ego and your psyche will dictate things. You know, Sam Gallagher has had to contend with the fact that he's not Adam Armstrong, he's not Bradley Dack, etc., and he has always been a bit second fiddle. Next season, we're probably accepting the fact that those two aren't going to be around in our side. So actually, if Mowbray was to say to Gallagher, or whoever the new manager is, if Mowbray wasn't to be here, if they were to say to Sam Gallagher, you are the man, you are my striker, I trust you, etc., could we see a different beast in Sam Gallagher, do you think?
Yeah, you've only got to look at his loan spell. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't a great advocate for Sam Gallagher signing on a permanent deal. I didn't think he was what we needed at the time. But a lot of Rovers fans thought differently. And he did score goals when he was a Rovers player on loan. And you've only got to look at his history as a youth player at Southampton. The players that Southampton have brought through their system, I mean, you look at Rovers now and look at the players that we're bringing through, and Southampton did that regularly. You look at all the players in the Premier League now, and plenty of players that have come through Southampton's youth system are big players now in the Premier League and beyond that. And Sam Gallagher's one of them, and he was quite sought after. He was playing at a young age, playing Premier League games, cup games, and a lot of managers spoke very highly of him. And it was, when we did sign him, there was a lot of transfer talk for a lot of clubs. So, I mean, you don't get that kind of interest if you're not a decent player and you don't have something about you. So I think he's absolutely got that. I just think we're yet to see it as Rovers fans. We see it in glimpses. We see how he can run at players, which I don't think is his biggest asset as a 6'5" striker that, you know, can win headers like we saw today. He just doesn't do that enough. He's trying to play a different game to fit in with what Tony Mowbray wants him to do. And ultimately, I think we've got a player in there that we can play to his strengths, and he's got that in him. And like you said, he's a human being. You have a few bad games. Of course, he wants to perform. He's got a price tag that he's got to live up to, and he wants to perform. He's getting to an age now where he's going to be hitting the peak of his career, and he was so, like I said before, so highly commended as a youth talent. You don't just want to drift away and look back as a 40-year-old man having finished your career as a footballer and think, nah, we're better than that. I could have done better than that. So ultimately, this is Sam Gallagher's time, and we've got a price tag there, and hopefully we can have him live up to that.
There'd be a certain irony, wouldn't there, if next season, you know, all the talk in recent years has been about, you know, Dack and Armstrong and Graham and players like that. There'll be an irony that if next season, whether it's Mowbray or whether it's another manager, Sam Gallagher and Ben Brereton are the two that end up banging in goals for Rovers. It'd just be quite ironic if that happened, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Joe, I'm just going to come to you. We have to talk about the defence and the goalkeeper today. So I'll just start with you with the defence. And I can see that there's a lot of love for Darragh Lenihan and Taylor Harwood-Bellis in the comments. So I'll go to you, Joe, for the defensive side. Even though we are on this run of 1 win in 12, I do think over the last 4 to 5 games with Harwood-Bellis and Lenihan as that partnership, we have looked all okay at centre-back, I think. And again, I think Harwood-Bellis and Lenihan have had a good game today. And, you know, it's been picked up in the comments here, you know, Paul, The block by Lenihan from Pukki was incredible. Ryan Lenihan was an absolute monster. And then Simon, get THB on a season-long loan next season, 100%. I've been quite critical of Lenihan this season, particularly earlier on in the season when I wanted that captain's type of performance. To be fair, I've been seeing that over the last 4 to 5 games. I really do think he's risen to the fore over this run. How do you think those two did in particular today, Harwood-Bellis and Lenihan?
Harwood-Bellis won't come back here next year, no matter whether we want him to or not. I think he'll get a Premier League loan or a move. Just look at Tosin's career path. It's probably not going to happen. Dara, that was Dara Lenihan as I know him, as we know him. I don't think he's performed like that for months. He's been better in the last few games, but today was the first time I think we've seen Dara Lenihan at his best for a very long time. But this game definitely suited our centre-backs in terms of the goal threat they were up against. Norwich don't come at you with fast wingers. They're going to play the ball around you in the box. They're going to test you. Pukki's going to be physical, and that suited the centre-back partnership today. Kaminski was the shining light in defence. He made some incredible saves and just looked confident. Douglas played okay. Rankin Costello was all right. I think first half Rankin Costello was definitely better. Definitely became nullified as we went into the second, and then he came off, didn't he? I can't really tell what was. I think was it Bennett that came on in the end. I wouldn't say Bennett played well or badly. I don't really think he was on long enough, but in general, it was a good display from the defensive lot. I would have to say that Corey Evans deserves a lot of credit for playing in front of them, though. A lot of running to do today in midfield, and he got some pretty special, well, not special attention, but he got quite a considerable amount of attention from the manager when he came off as a sub. And I think we should all definitely be praising him today. He was great. He was as good as Tribal has been recently, and definitely better than Trav's been recently. So, yeah, Corey Evans definitely just deserves a little shout out there. So that's why I'm going to mention him.
I was just laughing at Chris. Luke loves stroking his beard, so I'm going to keep my eye out.
It helps me think.
I'll keep my eye out for that one. Byram, missed the Norwich goal. Was it a good goal? It was Byram. You could be critical of of Barry Douglas in particular if you wanted to say that he'd been dragged out of position, but it was a lovely, neat 1-2 between McLean and I can't remember, it was Dowell. McLean and Dowell played a 1-2 with each other, and then McLean ended up, in the box and finished really well. It was a good goal. They just absolutely just clicked into life and got the goal and went 1-0 up. It was a good goal from them, most certainly. Just on Harwood-Bellis, so M Outlaw here. Good point, Joe, but Tosin had a full season, but THB hasn't. Would teams want to take the risk? I do wonder, Joe.
I think a lower league Premier League team or a team that comes down and wants to go straight back up will take him, and I think City would rather him be in that environment. Yeah,
I think so. I think if they look at THB this season, and clearly he's having an impact on our side now in a side that's bottom half of the championship, then the next step might be okay. Send him to a side that's going to be going for the playoffs, either a relegated side or whatever, or as you say, lower Premier League side. But I do think it's going to be another loan rather than a permanent move, because I think
probably
Adarabioyo had the season at West Brom, didn't he, before he came to the season at Rovers. So I think there's another season somewhere for THB before Man City ultimately make a decision on him, most certainly. So then, Luke, I'm going to come to you then just on the other part of the defensive performance today. Thomas Kaminski, I'm going to need no invitation to talk about that man because I love him. But when you go into the league leaders away from home, you do expect yourself to be busy. So we probably would have expected Thomas Kaminski to have a good performance today. But actually, I don't think our goal has been peppered today with shots from Norwich. It's probably not been what people would have thought it was. But actually, Kaminski, when he's made those saves, Rovers have started the game really well. And then Cantwell has hit the post. And then the other chance that Kaminski's tipped onto the bar, that's a chance out of nowhere in the context of the game. Then second half, he's made some good saves as well. So, again, Thomas Kaminski just proving that he's a top-class goalkeeper at this level, isn't he? He's had a great performance.
I think 𝐒𝐏𝐎𝐍𝐒 Courtois has posters of Thomas Kaminski in his bedroom. Got to agree with what Chris Lambert said multiple times now in the chat. Yes, I've got a great beard, but also he said that Friedel is he's the best keeper that we've had since Friedel, and you've got to completely agree with that. Just on the basis that you think of every keeper we've had since Friedel, and I'm putting Paul Robinson into that same bracket as well. Every single keeper had a mistake in them, and you were never fully confident in that goalkeeper that they were going to, keep goals out of the net on any given game day. With Thomas Kaminski, I have no worry about that. I never go into a game thinking about our goalkeeper, thinking about leaking goals in that respect. Perhaps defensively we haven't been great, but that's not down to Thomas Kaminski. Every single game we can completely rely on Kaminski to just keep it solid. And in fact, on the whole, if you look at the season, you look at the defence, I feel like the defence has improved. And yes, we might argue that we've leaked goals and we've made mistakes in defence across the season, but I think a lot of that's due to consistency in selection, and I don't think that's on Mowbray either. I think we've just been so unlucky with Williams getting injured when he was playing well, Wharton getting injured when he was playing well. Ayala's never really got a run of games together. We've obviously had Branthwaite, and then we're finally getting some kind of solidity really in the team selection with Harwood Bellis now as well. You could even throw Rankin Costello into the mix. We've never really had a solid left back as well, so the defence has been really thrown apart. But when you look at Kaminski, I think he's breathed real confidence into the defence, whoever that might be. And yes, consistency's affected that, but Tommy K has just been outstanding. There's not enough superlatives, and if he doesn't get our player of the season from the players, from the fans, from the club, there's something completely wrong, because he has been an absolute coup. And to snap him up for the price that we did is quite outstanding. So real credit to the team, to the new scouting network out in Europe, and real credit to Kaminski for coming in and just hitting the ground running in the Championship.
There's a lot of love for Thomas Kaminski in the comments, which I do love to see. Andy, only positive this season is Kaminski. He's really impressive. Chris, he adds 10 to 12 points this season. Naive Steve, really surprised there wasn't more interest in Kaminski when we signed him. M Outlaw, Kaminski is PL level. Simon, Tommy K gives us energy from the back, just gets up and gets on with it. Deuce, Kaminski is the one I worry about us losing this summer. He's been massive for us this season. I can't see us finding another keeper like him, especially as big of a bargain as he was. So, yeah, just on that, Deuce, I know that when Adam Armstrong signed for us, I'm led to believe that he's taken a pay cut to come to us. I think Rich Sharp mentioned that. I do wonder what type of wage Thomas Kaminski would be on at Rovers with the price tag. So maybe there might be some people sniffing around. Maybe there might be some people who put a bid in, but hopefully he's not the one we're worrying about in the summer.
Do you think? I think he'll win. I think he'll get the Player of the Year fans award probably.
Yeah,
I can't see anybody beating him to it. I know Armstrong scored goals, and if he was on the amount of goals Tony is on now, he'd be winning it, wouldn't he? But he's 10 behind him now, and I think Tommy K will probably win it at a canter.
Was it Armour last season?
I want to say it was, yeah, but I can't remember for sure.
And I think I'm right in saying not many players for Rovers have won it the season after. I don't think many have, or if any, so we can probably look into that. Kaminski needs his contract extended in the summer. Steve, fair to say he's a candidate for Player of the Season. Tommy K is better than Raya for me.
Oh, hands
down. Mark, totally agree with Luke. Tommy K, Player of the Season by far. And then Nadeem, a back five, a TK, JRC, Lenihan, THB, and Pickering is very good. Yeah, it is. But
I don't think we'll see it.
Yeah, THB is the one, isn't it? But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
At the end of the day, we've got Scott Wharton to come back, who I think at this level has been phenomenal, and he's been so unlucky to get that injury. And then again, we've got Iola that should be coming back, and we've spoke about Iola. His quality at this level is you can't speak highly enough of what he's done as a championship player, and he's played in the Premier League. He's just been so poor in terms of his defensive, in terms of his injury record. Sorry. So if we can get a fit Iola back as well, then we have got defensive strength. It's just not worked out this season, unfortunately, in terms of injuries.
Yeah. And Dan making the point, yeah, we do. When you think of Rhodes and Kearney and players like that, you're absolutely right. They don't usually stick around.
By the way.
Who is that? I can't see.
Oh, wow.
It's a half Norwich, half Blackburn shirt.
And what's that from?
It's isn't it? You know him. I know his name. It's just not there on the tip of my tongue. He's a pundit now. He was a striker for us and for Norwich.
Chris Sutton.
That's it, Chris Sutton. I was like, oh.
He's wearing a half Norwich, half Rovers shirt.
Yeah.
Get out.
Christopher Sutton, what are you doing? Oh, my days.
I don't know how he's managed it.
People like that should be on some kind of register. It's not. You can't do that.
Oh, dear. So, just going to change tack slightly then, just away from the game. Joe, I'm going to start with you. It is an international break now, and all of the talk recently has been about the manager, has been about the future. And we're Hey?
1 sec, mate. Sorry.
Oh, he's gone. Luke, I'm going to ask you this question. Joe's gone.
Wait, go on then.
All the talk has been about the manager and the run of form and all of that type of stuff. And we are coming up to the international break now. We have spoken on previous streams that there is an opportunity for the club that if they wanted to take their time over a managerial appointment, etc., etc., etc. We do have a window of opportunity before the next game on Good Friday against Wycombe to maybe make a managerial change. And yeah, even if the new manager isn't in place, maybe it might be a caretaker at that point. There is an opportunity now, isn't there? What do you think the club will do? You know, we are 1 win in 12. And what would you want to happen?
The club will keep Mowbray. We will absolutely see Mowbray managing Rovers for Wycombe and Bournemouth, I think it is. What would I want? I'd also want Mowbray to be in charge come that next game. My reason for that is I don't think there's just not a manager. There's not a manager out there that is instilling me with any confidence. There's no one I'm looking at that thinks that's an achievable target. Yes, they're a manager that we can get, or yes, they're a manager that's going to come in and really mix things up and get us going in a different direction. Perhaps at the end of the season, that's something that we can do. But at the end of the day, for me, it's got to be Mowbray. It's just me and you. We lost Joe. Kicked him out. He's kicked him out. Yeah, it's better the devil you know, really. This is a bit close. It's a bit. Hello. Yeah, better the devil you know for me, and with all that Mowbray's done with the club and the direction that he's been taking the club in, I think to get rid of him and sort of throw all that up in the air with no real plan is the worry for me. I think if there's a definite plan and there's a definite direction, then fair enough. But for me, until I hear a name that's fills me with excitement or perhaps says, yeah, that gives me confidence that we're going to maybe take what Mowbray's given us already and step it up a gear and get us into the Premier League, then for me, I prefer to go with the devil I know, given what's happened in the past with changing manager. So I'm waiting for that name, really.
Yeah, and I think where I'm at, I think if it doesn't happen in the international break, then he needs to see the season out and then maybe see where we're at in the summer. I still maintain that timing is the right thing, but I still think we need a change, Luke. I still think it's gone a little bit stale. Days like today are great where we've shown a good performance, but let's not forget the last 12 games and how it's been really. And we shouldn't forget that. I
agree with you on that.
Not been a good run of form.
We've won one game in the last 12 and it's just not good enough. And ultimately, if we're going to get to the Premier League, we need a change of manager. But I just hope that decision is made, like you say, with a lot of thought, and I hope it's a sensible one. And I wouldn't want us to just sack Mowbray with no plan. I think that we've got to think about this one and got to put some time into it in making the right decision, which I think you've advocated quite a lot anyway.
Yeah, I'd love to be on the interview panel. I've said it to you before. The questions, if I was the chief exec, the questions I would be asking, I've said it before on these streams, are how are you going to use that academy? How are you going to loan players from the Premier League? How are you going to trade the assets in the squad? What is your philosophy for this team? What is your identity? Words that Mowbray's used himself. What is your identity and how you want to play? These are all things I'd be asking in an interview. And if I don't get the right answer to all of those questions, if there's one of them they're a bit woolly on, I wouldn't employ them. I want a clear plan as to what they're going to do. And if the right man doesn't come forward, we shouldn't hire them. But obviously, I appreciate you have to create a vacancy before you can have those conversations. So it's very difficult. Stuff's going to happen on the slide.
It's a big risk when we've had a manager that's brought us to this point. And in my opinion, I don't feel like he's the manager to take us to the Premier League. I think he's done a great job, and no one should ever speak ill of what Tony Mowbray's done and where he's brought us to and how he's got us here, thinking of where we were. But we're just not seeing that progression now of sort of closing the gap on the Premier League. It's sort of got a bit repetitive now in the Championship, and we know exactly what's going to happen in the end, and we always then fall into a sort of mid-table finish, and here we are at the end of the season with nothing to play for the last 3 seasons now. So we definitely need something. I just don't see what it is or where it is.
And I'm going to ask something that might be slightly controversial, or you could maybe disagree with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to ask it just because I'm just gauging stuff that I've been seeing on the live streams and on social media and things like that. Next season, we can obviously all go back to the stadium.
Yeah.
And I think there's been some research, can't even speak, some research going into what fans are going to do after COVID-19 and all of that type of stuff. Do you think if Tony Mowbray is the manager, that Rovers have potentially got an issue that some fans might not renew their season ticket, might not go back to the games, etc., and actually changing the manager would give everyone a lift and maybe get some fans back in the club? What do you think, Luke? That's slightly controversial. I'm not saying that Mowbray is the reason that fans will stay away, but actually, if as a result of going back to the stadium with a new manager, new hope, new expectation, could that be a thing that kind of gets attendances back? Or do you fear that if we keep him as the manager, we could beat our lowest attendances that we've had for a long time when you factor COVID in?
I think you've still got a core of the fan base that do trust in Mowbray and do believe in what he's done, and I think that's getting a smaller and smaller population now. So I do think that there's a great deal of fans that can't get behind it anymore for whatever reason. A lot of people have their own reasons for why they feel that Mowbray's not the right man for this job now. We've all had our conversations, and I think we all know where we sit now, and that we do feel like a change is needed. But ultimately, like you said, that can keep people away. People will be caught in two minds whether to go back anywhere. Some people will have a bit of a fear factor with COVID, that they might not want to jump straight back into big crowds. Other people will be absolutely, giddy for it and itching to get back. I'm one of them. Obviously, we'll all be safe and we'll all take precautions. But what we want is to get back to football and and be, watching what we love on a Saturday and sharing all them emotions with people close by. So we will want to get back, but I can absolutely see why some people will be thinking, why bother? Why spend that money? Why take that risk with COVID and what's been going on? Why would I go back when all I'm going to see is Rovers finishing mid-table again? So there will be that scepticism, and there will be people that think that way. So I think it will give everyone a buzz and something to get behind. And I mean, in the past, I was always a football fan that when things did get stale, would in my youth and in my naivety, I'd jump on the fact that we can change manager and it'll all be a bit, football manager, a bit exciting, and everything will change. We'll make signings, this and that. And I was that guy when we sacked Sam Allardyce. To be honest, I'd got to the point where I thought, no, we're not playing great football anymore. It's that, long ball Sam Allardyce stuff, and let's change it up. Let's get a new manager in. We've got these fancy owners, and we're going to spend loads of money, and we're going to have some, real European sort of feel to how we're playing, and it doesn't always work like that. So that is the big risk, and I think I've sort of realised that in Mowbray we've got this stability, and just what we need now is to change manager and do it sensibly, do it the right way, and make sure that this is the point where we kick on as a football club, because we've had changes in the past where we haven't done that, we haven't kicked on. We've really now got the ground in, and Mowbray's put the groundwork in behind the scenes and with the playing squad to now get us in a position where we can kick on. Don't think he's the man to do it, so I think a change is absolutely what can get the club, the fans, the players all rejuvenated and move in the right direction.
Absolutely. And just before we finish, Luke, just a couple of things. Steve making the point here, considering it was Paul Senior who brought Tony Mowbray to Rovers, just who at the club can we trust to bring in a better replacement? So absolutely, Steve. Timing and the process of how we pick the next manager is absolutely critical for this football club whenever it happens. And Matty, you do raise a fair point as well. It is the other way around. And as Luke said, there are a lot of people loyal to Tony Mowbray and what he's done. So some fans might also be equally annoyed as that. So you raise an equally fair point with that one as well. And, I'm just gauging the stuff that I've seen on social media with all of that. And just to pick up the comment from Matthew, yeah, Joe's fine, Matthew. He's just had to go off and just deal with a personal issue. So Joe's okay. We've sent him a message. He's good. But thank you for asking, Matthew. We just had to go at short notice there, which wasn't ideal because he was live on YouTube. But hey ho. So yeah, we're going to finish the stream there. But Simon, just any content over the international break. There's going to be a quiz, I believe. And we'll look at some of the other stuff that we might push out as well. But in terms of live content, yeah, sadly, you're probably not going to get much until on the other side, which will be before that Wycombe game. But we will have a look into what we can do. So, yeah, it's going to be weird not doing all of the watch-alongs and live streams and all of that type of stuff. It's going to feel like a long break because actually it was 5 days between the Brentford game and the last game against Bristol City. So, this will feel like even longer. So we will miss you all, but we will be back. But I just want to say thank you all, as ever, for interacting with us on the watch-along today. It's been absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to look forward to looking back at the video of Sam Gallagher scoring because that was absolutely hilarious. So I'm going to look back at that after this. Dan's come in. Here we go. Yeah, we've got a quiz. We've got a Mike Sheeran Q&A, a tier list video. Plenty to come over the break. Thank you, Dan. So the best way... Oh, England watch along. Now there's something. Maybe. We'll have a chat about that, Luke. Yeah. Just going back to Dan's comment. Yeah, we'll get that stuff pushed out. And the best way to stay up to date is to hit that bell notification on YouTube.
Yeah, the Amari clicked.
That's it, the Amari, hit the Amari bell, and then you will see when all of our content goes live, all of that stuff that Dan said there. But we will be back on April Fool's Day. God, I hope that's not an omen. April the 1st will be the Wycombe on the other side. And then Good Friday, maybe we'll get some Easter eggs or hot cross buns out and enjoy the Wycombe game on Good Friday. So just remember, it is a Friday game and not a Saturday game when we're next back, Friday, the 2nd of April. But Luke, I just want to say to you, mate, thanks ever so much for all the watch-alongs in this little period of games that we've had. There's been 12 games and 1 win, but I think we've done a good job of it.
Yeah, I think so. And to the fans, thank you to all of you guys that follow us and follow these streams. Without you guys, they wouldn't happen. It's as simple as that. And for us, we just enjoy doing them and enjoy having that interaction with you guys and with the fans and making the most really of not being in the grounds. And hopefully when we do get back to the grounds, we are going to move in a slightly different direction and keep up to speed with what we're doing now, but obviously slightly differently. But that'll be a conversation that we'll have and something that will come. But just a massive thank you to you all. And it has been really terrible with the results. We've had some real shockers, but I think we've had great fun. As I speak for myself, I've had a great time. It's slowly gone downhill. We had a bit of when we first started these streams, we were absolutely thinking that we had a bit of a promotion chance and a chance to get into the playoffs, and that's slowly dwindled. But I think we've made the best of that, and we've tried to have some enjoyment along the way, and hopefully you guys think we've done that, and we certainly have enjoyed it.
Well said, Luke. And as Luke says, when we do get back into grounds, we will evolve the content. And I've said it before, I'd love to have a pint with all of you guys that join us on these shows virtually. If you're at a stadium, at Ewood or an away game, we'll happily have a pint with you all, and we'll do it all virtually. We'll be a Rovers chat family when we can get back there, but we will evolve the content and we'll keep bringing it. We absolutely love all of your support, and this is why we do it. You know, it's been absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, enjoy the international break, everyone. Hopefully it doesn't feel too long for all of you. I will absolutely stress, for those of you that are struggling mentally, have found lockdown hard, you know, the lockdown is still on until March the 29th. So our DMs are always open at Rovers Chat. Mine and Luke's are as well. Please reach out. Please send us a message, even though we're not on the live streams, even though we're not on YouTube, etc. We are always available. So please reach out. We are always here to chat to you, and we will support you in the best way that we can. So please reach out. You're not alone. We're one big Rovers family. And once this lockdown has gone, once we're back in stadiums, we'll get back to doing the things that we know and we do love. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, Luke. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Rovers fans. We will leave you with our sponsor message from Blue Rose Capital, and we will leave you with the sponsor message from 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒𝐓.com. See you later, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒𝐓.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.